Heyo, and welcome to a brand new year, 2023. It's OmniDog and OmniCat. Kristen, how are you?
I'm good. I'm glad to be back. Look at us.
Yeah.
2023. Do you find that weird still?
Yes,
It's
2023.
so weird.
When I was in high school, it was like 1977, and my friend and I were like looking at the class of 84 or something, and we were both like, oh, like there's going to be a world by then, because we were sure the world was going to blow itself up. And now we're here in 2023.
So weird.
Peace and love. I'm glad I'm still here, but getting into the 2020s. As a kid, I thought I'm going to be so old. And I am, but my brain feels young, but my body's way older than it should be.
I feel that way lately too.
Yeah. Oh, good. We have some viewers, because I didn't get this posted until late, so I don't think very many. Oh, whoa! First of all, Unstoppable Bar's here. What's
Unstoppable
up, Bar?
Hey, Bar.
Richard Howlett, how you doing? Evening, Omni Pets. Okay, so it must be a UK viewer. I believe
from
Richard
there.
is. Oh, here's Kalel from Belgium. What up, Kalel? I don't get to see you live very much. Here is my Padawan, Craig Stewart, who buys everything I tell him to. Thank you, buddy. Zorf, what up? Classy, starting off with a silent movie. Wait, was that? Can you not hear us, or are you making? Wait, what's happening?
Maybe the intro music, was it there?
Did you not hear the music?
We could hear it. I could hear it.
I could hear it. Okay, wait. Also, Very Fine just stopped his stream. Yes.
Oh, nice timing.
F Very Fine. He always creeps into my.
He's just a board game cheater, anyway, from what I hear.
Intro music was muted, sadly.
Huh.
What? Okay, wait a sec. Let's play it again and see what happens. It was muted.
Still one more. Roll! OmniDog! Hey, OmniCat! Now here's the OmniDog and OmniCat show. It's the place to spin if you'd like to know more about.
Okay, how was that? Did you hear that?
I thought you were going to go to the whole thing.
No, music is working now. Okay, encore. I can't explain that. No, I wasn't going to play the whole thing, although I almost did. Dropping in from NMC Hell. Okay, Louise, I agree with that. Oh, hello.
Hello.
Oh, I'm going to say that was NMC Hell.
I love your cat.
Oh.
I need more people change your avatars to your cats, please. I love it.
Speaking apropos of nothing, let me wait. Where was that comment? I mean, I'm already 45 minutes behind comments, and we just started. I want to show the awesome shirt that I got for Christmas.
Oh, nice. Super cool.
Thank you. See,
Unstoppable Bar is going to love this.
Yeah, look at that, Bar. My daughter came down Christmas Eve and showed me the shirt and says, "What is this?" And I said, "That's the present you're supposed to be giving me for Christmas that I already bought." And she goes, "Oh, can you forget about it?" And I said, "Probably."
That's great. I have an old Deadpool one on
a
Deadpool on a
unicorn pony
with like tacos around them, you know.
Chimichangas.
Oh yeah, chimichangas. That's what it is. Yeah, you're right.
Okay, wait. I haven't finished saying hello to everyone yet. Mr. Tex, my buddy.
Hey.
Classic OmniDog. What? That there was no music? I didn't change anything when I replayed it. That's really odd. Afternoon, Dogs and Cats from the Savage. When I was growing up, I thought the 60s were so long ago. That's how kids look, you know? That's about right. Look at the 90s now. When I was growing up, World War II was as far away. That was 20 years earlier. World War II was. So now that's how people are looking now, are looking at 9/11 20 years ago.
That's crazy.
When you think about that, that's a good point, Razor. Which makes the fact that Hogan's Heroes aired 20 years after World War II boggles my mind to this day. Even though they made idiots out of the Germans, that was a CBS. That was a ballsy move. I don't know how. I don't know that they could do that with the internet today, something like that. But there had to have been a lot of criticism about a POW camp in Germany, even if, you know, Colonel Klink was an idiot, and although Klink was a lovable idiot, which is probably part of the problem. Okay, wait. Bar threatened me if I didn't watch this. Oh yeah, she did, Josh. I remember that. Okay, no intro music. Yep. Okay. There's Rodimus. What up, dude? I'm sure there is something coming in from now. That's weird. I've never seen this before on my screen, but I have a not only do I see how many people are watching, but I'm getting a Wi-Fi signal on my screen. Are you getting that?
No, but I also can't see how many people are watching because I'm the guest.
Do you see the live up there?
I see the live and the time.
Okay, the Wi-Fi thing just disappeared. I've never seen that before. Bar missed us. Good. Thank you, Bar. I hit my 10-year anniversary at my current job the other day, and it made me spiral real bad. That's not good that you've been at the same job 10 years?
I guess just the length of time is like, oh my gosh, 10 years. Yeah.
I get it.
Hey, but congrats, because that's a nice accomplishment.
That is. Saturday. Hello. Yeah. Okay, wait. I got up here with a silent. Yeah. Okay, now I'm 15 minutes behind. The Breets is here. Nice.
With the cat.
Oh man, there's just blatant kissing up to Kristen today.
Love it. People just love their cats. I get it. Hey, I like dogs too. I have a dog tattoo. You know.
I do?
Do you know?
I don't think I knew that.
Hold on. Do you want me to send you the photo and you can put it up?
Yeah. Can you? Okay. You can put it in the private chat, I think.
Yeah. Can I?
All right.
Can I put something in the private chat? I could send it to you on Facebook.
Well, I've already closed Facebook because it makes noises. So yeah, you can send it in the private chat and I can see it.
You can attach a photo?
Where is the private chat?
Typing. It's beside the comments.
Yeah, it's actually not showing up. Private. Okay.
I don't think I can.
Oh, private chat. Yeah, you can.
How?
Drop a photo in and just see.
Oh, just like drag and drop. Okay.
Yeah, try and drag and drop.
I'll try it. I gotta find it real quick.
Okay. True Graphic, how you doing? Bar threatened me. Yep. No intro music. Yep. Okay, good. I'm glad you're here, Josh. This show is goated.
Nice.
Got a question though. Who made the theme song? Good question, because we were first with the theme songs.
Heck yeah.
Nate Burkholtz with Red Coat Turncoat, and James. I know James is quick with the links. If you could link all the theme songs that Nate has put up. Nate with Red Coat Turncoat, Nate Burkholtz made my theme, the OmniDog theme that I should start my solo shows with. That's the stop motion thing. That's like a minute, and it took him 300 hours. That's what started it all, the OmniDog theme. Then he did the theme for the Ministers show and Kristen's and my show. And then other shows decided to copy me. But James will put you the link in the chat. And the other important thing is that for the Minister and for Kristen and my show, Geo, the fabulous Geo from A Week in Geekdom, animated them both, or put all the things together, the clips and stuff, and put it all together. That was a big solid that Geo did us to put all those together. So I really appreciated that. Here's a good question. How are you feeling?
I'm good. How you doing?
I'm here, so that means I feel good.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, rocket louder. Everyone go and buy Red Coat Turncoat's album. Yeah, I'm sure James wants to. I'm sure James already has it up. I just haven't gotten to it because I'm already 7 minutes behind. Oh, Rick Ray. Not only do we have good taste in comic books together, but we need the entirety of that banger intro. Yeah.
Okay, I can't put a photo in here.
Do
Do you want me to email it to you?
Why don't you? Can you text it to me?
I can text you. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just reading what he wanted to read. Oh my God, I want. Oh, you want this t-shirt? Yeah, I bet. Indeed, Cat. Mm-hmm.
Love it.
Very nice shirt. Yes, she's already jealous. Look at that, Bart, Jess, while aiming the camera at his body. Aiku. Oh dear, Jess got books on his shelves. How? This is amazing. Well, it involved pain on my part, of course, but it's still amazing. I had a dentist appointment Thursday at 1, and my wife had a good friend who his husband is out of town, was bored and wanted to come help us unpack. Well, the only thing that needs to be unpacked still is my 85 boxes of books. So the friend was like, let's do it. So then I found out I had to have a root canal yesterday at 1.
Oh no.
And I was in that chair for 3 freaking hours.
That sucks.
I'll address the root canal in just a sec.
Mm-hmm.
But the friend said I'd like to do more. So they came over, and the other room is almost completely filled, the shelves, and there's still books to unbox, but I have enough unshempty shelves, unshempty elves, that I think I'll be able to fit all the books. But it was because of that friend that helped. So peace and love to Diane, who came over and helped. She's great. Bar, if you'll pay the shipping, I'll buy the shirt for you. I'll buy it free. I'll buy it. I'll pay for the shirt, but you have to pay shipping. And I don't know what a t-shirt to Jerusalem or wherever you live it would cost. I don't know why I said Jerusalem. Is that anti-Semitic that I just automatically thought of Jerusalem? No, it's like the capital or something, isn't it? I'm not even going to start examining that. When are we getting a part 2 of Weird Sodas with Kelly? That would be never. Those were disgusting. Thank you for watching it, Woke. We are going to do root beer. We got a bunch of root beers we're going to taste. If people really loved it, we'll do it to ourselves again, because we didn't even scratch the surface of that place. Rocket Fizz. They had 44 root beers alone.
Okay, can I throw this out in the universe? One day I'm hoping to visit you. Okay. I would love to be a part of the Weird Sodas episode.
Oh my gosh, that is a fun idea.
Although I may need Reed's help because there's probably a lot of caffeinated ones that I can't have. So
no, root beer doesn't have caffeine in it.
Well, I know root beer doesn't.
Oh, you're saying weird soda.
Yeah, so actually, okay, I'll have to do the root beer one probably. Yeah.
No, I don't think they slipped caffeine into the ranch dressing soda.
I would think not. Yeah.
I would think
also,
not.
Ew.
Yeah. Okay.
I would definitely do root beer one though, for sure.
Okay, now I have the photo. Okay, I know what I can do. Now this is a tattoo of a dog. Was it your dog growing up?
My dog, I don't know how many years ago it was now, but yeah, it was a family dog.
Oh,
Luke.
so cute! What kind of dog is this?
His name is Luke. He was part rat terrier, part Papillon, which is why he has the big ears. I don't know if you know the Papillon dogs, but they have huge ears.
Okay,
he was awesome. He was named after Luke Cage from my dad.
I'm going to assume you meant Luke Skywalker, so
No.
Luke Cage. No, that's cool. Whatever. Present. Share screen. Let me show this. It's not a Chrome tab. It's a window. Oh, here it is. Wait till you see this dog. He is cunning.
Yeah, he's so cute.
Whoop. Look at that. Okay, so your tattoo's up here.
The
And
top
then
left
here's
hand.
that's a really good tat.
Thank you. Josh Woods, who was on the first season of Ink Master, he did it. So I sought out the perfect artist. I was like, if I'm going to do this, I want it to actually look like Luke.
Yeah.
And I want to get something done that, from someone I'm going to really like. So he did a great job.
And is it can I just what body part is that? I'm not
it's my leg, it's my calf.
Okay, I thought that was it, but you never want to necessarily guess, but that guy's adorable.
Yeah, he's so cute.
Wait, let me get to the bottom where everybody's going crazy over it.
Thank you, Mr. Tex. Thank you.
Oh,
it's the best tattoo I have for sure.
Did Nick Cage get his stage name from Luke Cage too?
Did he?
Did not see that.
Wow.
So okay, everybody talk about the tattoo while I have it up. Stop talking about Nick Cage. And I'm going through here looking for my okay. Thank you, James. This is where Redcoat Turncoat are a superstitious and cowardly lot, which is a great name. This is where you can get all the theme songs for the various YouTube channels, starting with OmniDog, and then Very Fine Condition, and then Omni Sugar Daddy, or whoever everybody else. Thank you, James. You are so quick with that.
Omni Sugar Daddy.
Whatever that guy's
Someone's going to take that now and run with it.
Batmanda, how's it going? My favorite duo. That's awesome.
Batmanda, you're the best.
I miss seeing Kristen and her impressive books pulling skills.
Give me one bar. What do I need to pull?
Yeah.
Don't pick something across that room because I can't.
Yeah. You do have awesome book pulling skills.
Thank you.
I am, but I totally forgot that they were on. Wait, is it at 4 and 8 today? Or is it 1 and 4? Because if it's 1 and 4 Eastern time, I'm missing it. Howdy, Omnifauna. Bunkmaster. Good to have you here. I've been thinking about getting the Absolute Swamp Things and Hellboy Library editions. Want to make me buy anything else, Jess? Yes. If you enjoy the Hellboy Library editions, you should also get, which are completely separate stories, but which are awesome. And I like them, peace and love, but I like them even better than Hellboy, is the Abe Sapien Omnis, or Tall Collected Editions. I feel like talk about book pulling skills.
Nice.
There's Abe Sapien. There are 2 Witchfinder Omnis. And then there are 2 Lobster Johnson. 1 Lobster Johnson is out now. And then the second one comes out maybe in the summer, early fall. Lobster Johnson and Witchfinder are my 2 favorite Hellboy universe books. They are completely separate from the Hellboy. They're within the Hellboy universe, but you don't have to know. You just have to know who they are. They show up in various places in Hellboy, and then Mignola was smart enough where he and John Arcudi wrote. I think John Arcudi, wrote Abe Sapien. It might have done. I love John Arcudi. What? Okay, I don't. Nothing's in order, but I swear I just thought I saw Lobster Johnson. Well, I think John Arcudi had a hand in all 3 of those. So, yeah, go buy them. Oh, this is back when we were talking about 20 years ago. Please. Got to smash that like button. That's right. Oh, am I hiding? Also have Harley Quinn statue. Does that behind him or there's the Harley Quinn statue. Oh, I know that was an odd death of Bob Crane, who was Hogan and Hogan's Heroes. Something really weird happened with him about his death. He was into weird stuff. Yeah, I'd like to see that, New Spooey. Isn't Kristen, just your room looks to be coming along nicely. Thank you, Noir Wolf. Good to have you here. Oh, the promised one. Look at the compliments just pouring in.
So good.
Enjoying one of the best duos of YouTube, and it's not even close.
Thank you, The Promised.
Thank you.
It's lovely.
Oh, I'm going to let Kristen answer this one.
Are you guys fans of Daniel Warren Johnson? I've been considering purchasing Myrtle Falcon. Hey, go buy it right now. Buy it during the show. Tell us about how you bought it because it's worth your money. It's so great. It's a favorite in this household. In fact, he's a favorite in this household. I just read Do a Powerbomb issue 1 the other day, and it was so good. So, yes, get Myrtle Falcon.
Yeah, and I 100% agree with that. Natural. It's amazing. Also, Wonder Woman Dead Earth. Also, Beta Ray Bill. I have not read Do a Powerbomb because as soon as I buy the collected edition, it's going to come out in like a 10-foot tall edition.
Also, I don't think the collected one's out yet, quite yet.
It's still being released in singles.
I mean, I think they're already out. So I'm sure James is probably going to come back and tell us exactly when it comes out. Thanks, James.
Please do, James.
Thank you, James. But I only have this issue because, my friend Kyle gave it to me.
Kyle, what? Who?
I don't know. Kyle Starks.
Oh.
He's like, I read this here. You'll like it. I was like, okay. And I did.
Yeah. Cool. Here's YP. What up? Balas. Evening. Perfect company for my tea. Just got Taco Bell delivered and noticed the postman left a box of comics in front of my door. Probably like 5 hours ago and forgot to knock. That actually sounds like a perfect evening. Although I'd probably have a Pepsi with my Taco Bell, but peace and love. Tea, that's perfectly acceptable.
I would like to know your Taco Bell order. I haven't had Taco Bell in quite a long time, but I feel like I need to know your order. I feel like everyone has an order, right?
Yeah.
So I want to know his order. I want to know your order, Jess.
Well, they reintroduced Mexican pizza. And
I heard that.
I kind of have a thing for Mexican pizza. But we just started our major diet yesterday because there's less stress now. My pain is managed. I don't have to self-medicate with sugar anymore. Or, well, Taco Bell, there's no sugar in Mexican pizza. There are carbs, but there's no sugar. I'm just trying to avoid sugar.
Yeah, if you don't mind carbs, then you can go there and get that Mexican pizza.
Taco Bell. I am a fan of what's the thing with the two shells? There's like a flour shell and then
and the crunchy.
Crunchy wrap, crunch wrap.
Well, the crunch wrap is like the actual wrap thing. Is it a circle?
Okay.
It's like a quesadilla / taco situation.
I don't
know why I keep like this is gonna
see what we're talking about.
Gordita is the one with the crunch, I think.
Oh, okay. My favorite one is the taco where you have the crunchy shell put inside the soft shell.
Okay.
I love that one.
I loved Mexican pizzas as a kid. They were the go-to.
Can we purchase the Generation X trade so Marvel will release an Omni? I already did, so you should be getting an Omni.
That's how it works.
Yeah, I got the Gen X trade paperbacks. Then I got the Epic collections because I like Young Mutants a lot. And here's Khalil seconding what you said about Murder Falcon. Boy, Do a Powerbomb sounds really good. Very interested to do a Powerbomb as well. I've heard nothing but good things. I'll have to buy Murder Falcon, though. Okay, let me get into this. My dentist is also one of my very good friends. We've been friends with him for 30 years. And I had a tooth that was sensitive to hot. And your boy has been through it all. This will have been my 7th root canal. Besides 5 implant teeth, one tooth I cracked on the air with OmniBros. But root canals have never been a problem for me. They've always taken away my pain, and I'm like, okay, cool. Well, this tooth, which was my last filling, silver filling, you probably don't even know silver fillings, do you? Do you have any fillings?
I have some fill. Do I have? I guess I guess I probably do have some silver fillings from
Oh, you
like a long
do?
time ago. Yeah, yeah. But I know they don't do those anymore.
No, they do.
Yeah. Like the clear or
The
the tooth colored
tooth colored
ones.
stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is my last filling, silver filling in my old mouth, and I knew something was wrong. And I'm not exaggerating. I have a high tolerance to Novocaine. So I told him, which I tell every dentist or endodontist or periodontist that I go to, I have a high tolerance for Novocaine. And he goes, challenge accepted. And I go, okay. So he gave me initially like 4, and I still felt it. Then he gave me like 4 more, and I still felt it. And then he went to something that I hadn't seen before, which is like a little pen where they start popping it in the gum area into the tooth itself or something. And you only get a little bit in the gum and most of it spills out in your mouth, and Novocaine tastes horrible. So that I sat in the chair for 45 minutes waiting for my Novocaine to work. And halfway through the procedure, it started to hurt again, more Novocaine. Then when he was 90% done, he dropped the medication into the roots. And I went through the roof. I was like,
No.
He's like, whoa. He goes, that never happened before. And I said, dude, I told you. But it was like, dude, I told you. So that it wasn't his fault. But my body, I don't know what's my special problem, but man, oh man, Shevitz. That was pretty awful.
That
and
sucks.
So now I can't chew on that side and my mouth hurts and woe is me.
I was also at the dentist Thursday. What was going on?
Were you there at 1 o'clock or 2 o'clock?
I was there at 4 o'clock Central Time, so not quite.
Oh.
But that's funny.
Once I catch up on comments, I'll tell you the weirdest thing that ever happened to me, and it was at the dentist's office, but it had nothing to do with the dentist. But I will tell you. New spooey, Jess. First of all, dude, it's Jess, not Jesse. If you do that again, I am going to put you in timeout. I hate that name because it's not my name. Did you see that Ollie's? What's that?
It just takes longer to type too. So like, I don't understand.
It's an extra E. I don't have that. Did you see that Ollie started getting gold and silver Bronze Age Omnis at select locations this week? Complete insanity. People need to buy those if they're that cheap. Well, then
do they though?
Yeah,
I feel like what's going to happen is people are going to buy a lot of those.
Crowd for this, I know.
People are going to buy a lot of those, and they're never going to read them because I'll tell you what, it's not the first time they've had these. Maybe these specific titles, it probably is. But I got I got some thin Silver Age DC Omni there for like $5. I was like, oh, this is a great deal. Totally read this. Yeah, I never read it. I just ended up giving it to Second and Charles. I was like, what am I doing with this?
You're not helping my case.
Just saying.
Because the DC collected editions department is like 2 people now who don't even care about collected editions, and they're thinking about not completing that line. That doesn't help me that they put out 9 Golden Age Superman books. I do not want to live my life without the 1968 to 1974 Batman and Superman runs, because that's when both those characters got interesting. And that's where you'll see the unretouched Neil Adams stuff that was so revolutionary. Not in Superman, but definitely in Batman, although he did a bunch of Superman covers. And it crushes me to think that they are actually thinking about stopping those books. I bought this Batman Silver Age #1 just because I have an affinity for Rainbow Batman and all the goofiness. But I can't. Let me just say to the 2 or 3 people out there, if you're at all interested in any of those Silver Age, Bronze Age books, Brave and Bold, Doom Patrol, whatever, please buy them, because if DC sees that they sell, maybe they will continue with Batman and Superman Silver Age. I realize that's not the majority of my audience. That's cool. But if you're out there on the fence, please consider buying them so that they will continue to put them out. That is going to be really tragic if they stop at like 1965 for Batman and nobody gets to know the greatness of the Denny O'Neil, Neil Adams stories.
So I hate to be that person, though.
Wait, I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to the 2 or 3 people who are out there interested.
But specifically, because we are referring to the Ollie's comment, DC's not going to know if everybody goes out and buys them from Ollie's, because the reason they're in Ollie's anyway is because they didn't sell.
That's right. You need to buy them from organicpricebooks.com, where and use my code OmniDog and be smart and buy 3 of them and then ship them together. And you'll get 5% off using the code OmniDog, ship it together. What a great segue. Thank you, Kristen.
You're welcome.
Yeah, I know. The Ollie's thing won't even register with them. I get it. Your tattoo, super awesome portrait tattoo.
Thank you. Thank you.
Chicken before egg. What's your avatar? That looks cool. It looks like George Washington in a clown wig smoking a cigarette. I have not read Kyle Rayner's Green Lantern run. But I know a lot of people that grew up on Kyle Rayner as their Green Lantern love that run. Very cool tattoo. Okay, here's your challenge. Paper Girls.
I don't have Paper Girls anymore, so I failed you, Bar. I can't pull it out of anywhere. I don't own it.
Well, I don't think Kristen has this one. Do you have Big Damson City?
I do. It's across the room, though.
Oh.
I can get up and get it real quick, but it's not over here.
James is saying, pull Astrid Parker doesn't fail.
James, typically I would have that right by me, but that's also in a different room now. I failed everyone. I'm so sorry.
But you do have, well, you didn't have Paper Girls. Oh, Playoff's good. I don't, are you saying Baltimore as a good read from Hellboy? Yes. I don't think this is a pull for Kristen because I don't think Kristen has this.
I don't.
Yeah, that's a good recommendation, Mr. Tex. Josh asks this. This sounds like something you might know. Oh, pull talents.
Here's a pull.
Nice.
There it is. Yeah, this is like a huge, nice hardcover collection. Have I read it? Absolutely not. Who would read the books they own? What do you mean? What kind of show is this? However, they're beautiful. You want to see more?
Is that a Kickstarter or?
No. I got this for really cheap somewhere. I can't remember where. I think a friend of mine saw it at like a comic shop and was like, "Do you want this?" And I was like, "Absolutely." So beautiful hardcovers. There's a ribbon. Come on now.
Oh, ribbon.
Come on now.
Yeah. Wait, let me highlight you.
Again, haven't read it, can't recommend it because I haven't read it. However, this is one I should probably read this year. Yeah?
Maybe our next show will say what we should read. Well, we won't go for the year. We'll say like for the next month or something.
Yeah, yeah.
Those are beautiful.
They're beautiful,
I love that
right?
art.
And they're like they're wide, they're oversized. The cover is like foily. There's like texture. They're really nice.
Okay.
I need to open them up for sure.
I want those books. I don't even know anything about them. Josh says funniest strips ever created. So
that's what I've heard. Josh, I'll need to read it. It's a plan. You hear that? That was like some texture. Hey, Craig, but that was a pull, huh?
Yeah, that was a pull. The good one. Craig, add Baltimore. There's, I think, 2 Omnis already out for Baltimore. I stuck with my hardcovers, my standard size hardcovers, but Baltimore's good too. Started reading the first Baltimore Omni last night, 400 pages in before I went to sleep. Is it related to Hellboy? Not that I remember. I don't think I have Baltimore in here. I read it a long time ago, and I honestly only read the first couple books before I said I'm going to wait for the whole thing. That was 5 years ago or whatever. So I think this is if I recall correctly, it's completely not related to Hellboy. Rick Ray. Right there. Thank you, buddy. It's not. Is there a certain subject matter that you guys tend to stay away from in regards to comics, or things you find problematic that just turns you off from reading something? Well, anything with hurting animals, I stay away from.
That was my go-to as well. Like, if there's animal death or torture, I need someone to tell me that before I go into something. I want to know about it, and then I can assess if it's necessary. I hate being surprised by that. Spoil that for me all the time, please. It's the same with any movie or TV show. Does the dog die? Like, does the cat live? Like, tell me about it first, okay? I need to prepare.
I think we both agree that that's the one thing that gets us the most. And I'm sending my friend Mark Spector, Jake Lockley in Sweden, my Squarriors Volume 1 because he can't find it. And that has some scenes in there that just really turned me off. It's like a bloody scurry and not quite as clever and fun as Scurry is, which is coming back out in trade paperback, I think. I just saw. And I encourage everyone to get that. But I couldn't get. There's a Catwoman, like that first young adult novel of hers.
Under the Moon, something about a tail. I don't know. I can't remember. But yeah, it's
Under
awful.
the Dead Cat Moon.
Never forget. I hated the story anyway. It was awful.
Oh.
On top of it, though, is that needless kitten death that I'll never forget, and I'm very upset about it still. I can still see it.
Gosh. And so fortunately she told me about that, and I won't pick it up. So
same with The Weatherman. People praise that book, and there was some dog like torture situation that I'll never and I was like, no thank you. Like, it's bad.
Yeah, I picked up Stray Dogs and Animal Castle, and now I'm afraid to read them because I think there might be situations in there that I'm too afraid to even open the pages because I don't want to see it.
Yeah, like everyone talks about Stray Dogs and how good it is, and I'm like, I don't think I can handle this.
Yeah. Here's Death Tone. How's it going, buddy? Who drew that? Did you draw that, Death Tone?
It's a great piece, if so.
It really is. Do a Powerbomb will be collected in trade first. I'm actually really happy to see Kal-El in here because he never gets to catch a live stream because he lives in Belgium. So I'm really happy to see you, Kal-El. He leaves me very interesting and good comments. New Spooey, I finally read Murder Falcon last week. Got it after reading Wonder Woman Dead Earth, but just now had the chance to read it.
Did you love it? And if you didn't, what's happening?
Baja Blast is required for Taco Bell. I do not disagree with that because you can only get it at Taco Bell. Oh, tea also means dinner, not just the hot beverage. Ah, good. A European lets me know that.
That's the clueless Americans. No.
Okay, so where does tea fit in with supper? Does supper come
do you guys have supper there?
Yeah. Do you guys have supper in Europe? And if so, when do you have supper? Does dinner exist in Europe? Mexican pizza all the way. Do a power bomb. There it is. James knows his stuff.
James.
March
we knew
7th.
You'd be here.
IST, there's your pop. IST finally restocked December volume 1 Deluxe. Still no volume 2 though.
Thanks, Deb.
Phantom Fool wasn't going to get those Sin City Deluxes, but starting to get FOMO. Should I get them? Phantom, those are way expensive. If you have to love Sin City to get those. I'm sticking with Big Sin City. It might be cheaper to pay $200 for Big Sin City than to pay $700 for the whole, or however many of those. But I mean, they come with a lot. They're beautiful editions. They come with a lot of stuff, cool stuff. No ball that you can, no rubber ball like from Kickstarter, but they come with a lot of cool things. So the stories are great and interesting. One of the last few things Frank Miller did that was interesting. So I don't know. If you want to, you should. I don't have the dosh to drop on that because I like Big Sin City. Are those all statues of Spider-Man's ladies in the background? Where did you get those? Yes, we have Mary Jane, Gwen Stacy with the Spider-Man umbrella, and Black Cat, Felicia Hardy. Those were probably the first Sideshow statues I got. And I feel like I got them back when I was insane, like 2015, 2016. I know. That's why I'm not. Yeah, you're 100% right. That's why I'm not running out to Taco Bell. I should have had Taco Bell before I went on the diet, because this is going to be 6 months of just good behavior. Gordita. Okay, I'm way behind. Gordita, chalupa, cheesy gordita crunch. Tea means dinner in Scotland. I had an orange tango drink with seasoned fries, soft taco, cheesy quesadillas plus churros. Taco Bell just opened here a few months ago, and now I'm obsessed. That's cool, the Taco Bell's in Scotland.
I bet it's better quality Taco Bell than what we have here. I think all the fast food overseas is like top notch compared to here.
I was almost a Taco Bell owner.
Wow.
Did you know that?
No.
Well, here's the story of how I ended up getting married. So my brother had me come east to help him with a project. He was a lobbyist at the time. I lost my job in April of 87. That's a separate political story. But in April of 87, one of the guys that had an office in my brother's office building, approached me to become a partner in a Taco Bell franchise they were going to open in Maryland. So my job was going to be managing the franchises and finding real estate for new Taco Bells. And the first thing you do in a Taco Bell program is you work in a Taco Bell for a month. So I worked in Taco Bell. I can't even remember where it was now. I had a really good manager. His name was Adolf, but he was a great guy. 1987. So I was going to go back to California when this Taco Bell opportunity came up. So I stayed here. I met Patty, fell in love with her immediately. And then Taco Bell decided they didn't like me as a good candidate for the real estate portion, which I thought was the easier portion of the job. And so when I met Patty, I had a job. And then like the next month, I did not have a job. Too late. I had fallen in love with Patty. I was staying here. I was jobless for the summer. And that's my Taco Bell story.
Wow. Fascinating.
So I almost became a Taco Bell owner, but now I'm just a Taco Bell eater. And we'll have actual tea as well. Well, good. Reaper, what up, Reap? When you're on the fence about a book, how do you decide if you buy it or not? That's a good question. We probably have different answers to that.
Yeah. It's hard. It's hard. I think I would check my local library first, as far as like checking out a book. I like to read them before I get them if I can as well, right? As well as Hoopla, which we both love. I think some people utilize it more than others, but so if you have those resources, those are great ways to see if you even like a book, let alone love enough to buy it. Sometimes those aren't even options, so I do go in blind and I get stuff a lot, but that's ultimately what I do. I also, especially lately, feel the need to not own everything. So I know there's some chatter later on about me not owning Paper Girls anymore. I don't feel the need. I don't have to own it all,
Oh, you've already looked ahead.
I kind of saw it come up. Yeah.
And if I'm on the fence, I usually decide not to get it because I have to be 100% committed to wanting it. Like, if we actually ever get to the topic of collected editions we're looking forward to, the DC Metal Omnibus is something I've been looking forward to ever since Scott Snyder told me back at the end of 2018, or told me in 2018 at AwesomeCon we were going to get it, because I'm trying not to upgrade, but Metal was released in a terrible, it was like oversized hardcover, paperback, standard, oversized. It's a mess. And I just want a uniform metal Omni. So that's what I'm going to upgrade to, and just sell my others. If I'm on the fence about something, you know what I'm on the fence about? I'm on the fence about Nick Spencer's Spider-Man Omni.
Is that because you have the trades?
I don't have it in any form. I have read none of it. I'm more interested in collecting current Spider-Man, from maybe 2000 on, than I am older Spider-Man. So I'm on the fence about the Nick Spencer Spider-Man. Freddie has done a good job of telling me its pros and cons. I feel like I've heard enough pros that I might get it, but I've heard enough cons that I'm thinking I'm still on the fence about it. So yeah, I'm still on the fence about that.
I think I'm with you. I didn't really focus on the fence aspect of that question, but yeah, if you're really like back and forth about a book, move on to something that you really want, right? Because unfortunately, we all don't have unlimited funds or space.
Yeah.
So that would be my suggestion for that.
Yeah, he told me afterwards that he probably should have given me gas, happy gas. Thank you for that, Mr. Endodontist. All this dentist talking is giving me PSD to my root canal that was done by a student dentist and took multiple 3-hour sessions.
No.
Gee.
Yikes.
We're all talking about my dentistry. Jess, I edited that extra heat out and reposted it a moment after catching the error of my ways. Peace and love, New Spooey. Here's our guy. Hola, mi amigas. Yeah, where's Rodimus with my Spanish pronunciation? Kristen is right.
Thank you, Cycle Cleveland.
Most tactical sponsorship plug yet. Yeah.
I set you up for that. I knew you'd be coming in with it. Yeah.
Nicely done. And I saw Bar said she did actually live in Jerusalem, so that's cool. The older you get, the more you talk about doctor's office. That's true. Fabrice is excited for this coming week. Ordered George Perez Wonder Woman Omni, New Teen Titans Omni, Secret Wars Omni, Road to No Man's Land Omni, and Spawn's Origins Deluxe.
Wow. All the Omnis.
You hauled hard there. You think that's right? Okay. Am I 30 minutes behind? Let's see, 135. Okay, I'm really not that far behind. Okay, I'm behind because I don't remember what he's talking about.
That's the Girls with Slingshots collection.
Oh, okay. Good. Off to work. Good day, Reaper. Have a good day, Cobber. He's from Australia. I've read it and it's amazing. Funny but deep. Okay.
Girls with Slingshots.
Girls with Slingshots. Right. I beat the unstoppable bar on the pull. Have you considered abbreviating your OPB code to OmniDog SIT? Makes it shorter and the acronym works with the dog and sit. It's not, it's what's assigned to me by Organic Price Books, so it can't be edited.
They're right, though. That would have been better.
That would have been funny.
It's a good one.
Sit. That is a really good one because I'm sitting right now. Yeah, they gave that to me, so I apologize for how long it is, but the 5% is worth it. It's 100% Kristen's fault for no longer having Paper Girls.
That's true. I only had the first hardcover, to be fair, and I gifted it. So
I don't think this is a fair pull for Kristen because I don't think she has either of those.
I sure don't. So
I can pull.
Can't pull what I don't have.
I think the authority is somewhere here in my unorganized. Yeah, this is just. There it is.
That's pretty impressive for not knowing where half the stuff is, right?
I don't know where anything is right now, really, but I remember unboxing that one myself. Here's Jesse Say What? What up?
Hey.
To add to my earlier comment, Baltimore was originally a novel written by Mignola and Golden that was later adapted into a comic. It's its own thing. Oh, yeah. That's one of the traumatic experiences of my childhood. Disney loved killing everything. Bambi's mom, Old Yeller. What else got killed in my childhood from Disney? Yeah, Old Yeller was traumatic.
Yeah.
So was Bambi. Those I just.
So was Bambi. Yeah. Disney was trying to hurt us.
I think so. I was like, this guy shouldn't be in charge of children's.
The Lion King? Like, what are we doing?
Oh yeah, Lion King.
It hurt me.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of Disney cartoons when I was growing up, but yeah, Lion King was traumatic. You think you have better taste. Very different. Speaking of animal violence, I remember there's. Oh yeah, well, Dynamite crossover with Super Sons in the Omnibus that I was not expecting. I don't think, but Dynamite doesn't get hurt in that. I don't recall.
Okay, I hope not.
Josh and Bar are going back and forth. I think my helpful website suggestion got moderated. I didn't see it. You can post it again, Cycle. The day I learned Baja Blast was just Mountain Dew and Blue Powerade, my life was complete. Yes. There is a website, Does the Dog Die? It tracks more than just dog stuff, too. Actually, I think
that's just movies, though, isn't it?
Is it just movies? See, that's why I've been putting off John Wick. And I know it's only like the first 5 minutes, but it still happens. I'm aware it doesn't happen in real. It's not real.
Right.
And it gives him, the reason to go all ape shit with tons of guns and bullets, which I love. But I still haven't been able to get myself to watch it.
I felt the same. I've heard about it. I'm just like, I don't think I can do this.
I may fast forward through that part. I don't know. I really want to see it though. Have you guys read Ascender yet? I have not. It's so good and makes Descender so much better. It was already amazing though. Have you read Ascender?
I haven't yet. It's on my list for this year though, for sure.
That is a Lemire book that we should probably read together.
Yeah, I think reading it and rereading Descender with it would be fun.
I agree. I didn't draw my avatar. I commissioned one of my favorite artists to do my portrait.
Awesome.
He gave you a good sort of.
It looks good
there. I like it.
Yeah, I like the style.
Can anyone suggest what's the best Tom King miniseries? Supergirl, Woman of Tomorrow is the best thing he's ever written, and I love everything he's written, including Batman. Peace and love to all you Tom King Batman haters out there. I love his Batman, but Supergirl, Woman of Tomorrow is awesome. Good question. I'm also glad to catch you guys live. Doesn't always work out to watch live because of work. Thanks for the compliment, Jess. You're the best. Thank you, buddy. Okay, Josh and Bar are still talking to each other. I don't even start with me, Josh. How dare you? my daughter got me that and the Batman OmniDog Batman symbol. The O is for OmniDog. You're just baiting me. And I took the bait. Kind of a modified keto. I think we're doing more like just plants and protein. Is that keto? We're just trying to stay away from anything like Taco Bell. Thanks for the info. Sideshow puts out wonderful statues. Unfortunately, dude, these are long out of production. Although Black Cat, I think, can still be gotten for a reasonable price. Gwen is way pricey, and I think Mary Jane might be way pricey now. But this is the priciest. I think Gwen is. Okay, Josh is still. There is a topic. I did say a book. McDonald's I had in Chicago is the same quality as the McDonald's here.
That's because McDonald's everywhere is garbage. I said it. It's the truth. That's why. That one does not apply.
I wouldn't even argue with that. Taco Bell quality of food in Japan is much better than the U.S. I still prefer the low quality U.S. Taco Bell food, though.
I've heard this.
Yeah, you know, for some reason, Monstrous doesn't bother me. I remember the cat violence. Maybe because it's not super graphically depicted. But Monstrous I love and has not. There's a book that I need to read. Shoot, what's the latest one those two did together? It's supposed to be amazing. I have it. Somebody tell me, and I'll find it in 15 minutes of what the latest by the creators of Monstrous did. It was at the top of my stack of shame pile. Oh, Carmen. What a brilliant book. I read Murder Falcon and Carmen on the same day. Murder Falcon was goofy fun and Carmen was more cerebral, but both had me thinking about a similar spoiler-free theme. Carmen was one of my books of the year, and I'm going to make that video now that I have things closer together. I'm going to make my books of the year soon. Taco Bell for me is great and doubles as okay. I hate bathroom humor. Sorry. Here's Marcelo. How's it going? That's a good point. Thank you. My wife is a vegetarian, and so Taco Bell is ideal fast food for her. And since she can customize almost any item to have beans, definitely out go-to guilty pleasure. Nice. No, I don't. It sounds like Taco Bell's out for me. Nobody asked. This isn't your show, but I'll indulge you. Oh my gosh, these are all books that nobody's ever heard of. Plum Pocket, Meg's Coven, Tedward's Classic Movies, The Conclusion of Victory Squad, Blood of the Virgin, The Devil's Grin. Why do I indulge you so much? Tongues number 6. Well, I'm afraid it sounds like you're going to have to live with us.
Again, I gifted it to my father.
He'll appreciate it.
Come on. Like,
Yeah.
one, I never bought the other two. I read them on Hoopla, and I was like, I don't need to own these. I don't find the need to own everything. I love stuff. I read it from the library, and I don't need to buy it. I don't have room.
No. And I have less room, I think, than I did. I haven't read any of the Milestone things. That was a time, I think when Milestone was coming out, when it was a time where I kind of had a lull in my comic buying and I sort of missed the whole thing. So I can't give you an opinion, Elvis. Sorry. Did you read any Milestone?
I haven't, but Maddie's been on me. She wants me to read some of that. So I think I read two of the characters from the original one, but like a newer version. What are they called? I can't remember. I feel like Rocket was involved in the title. I don't know. It was
Oh.
good.
Oh wait, Nick Spencer's story was okay, but the character never moves on, and the book never really does anything new. I feel like somebody said editorials stuck their nose in and changed some things, but I don't know that for sure. I want to get Spider-Man, but I don't want to read that run until I've read the JMS and Slot run, and I won't be reading those two runs until the Slot and Brand New Day era is in Omnis. Can't get everything and need to pick what you would want to reread. Exactly, Josh. 100%. Okay, so now Rick and Cycle are talking about those obscure comics. Nick's SM was okay, but the character... Oh, wait. I already read... Or maybe he... Okay, now I'm going to catch up because those guys are still talking. Kristen is always right. Well, Bar, this doesn't sound like an argument you're going to win. She's already checked
I also didn't even have all of Paper Girls as the thing.
Okay. What? Got some problems with All New Wolverine?
I got some problems with you, Dad. What are you talking about?
Yeah, I'm almost...
You can't just throw that in and not tell us, by the way.
Got some problems. I mean, I feel like I should put him in timeout. What the heck?
What are your problems? We want to address them.
Yeah, what's your problem, man? I noticed recently that my Paper Girls AC2, which has a foil material across the cover, has rolls in the foil across the front. It has been stored vertically the whole time. A little disappointing. And here's Rodimus's challenge to me, since I am the leading Hispanic voice in the comic book community. Ya me hace sentido porque yes habla español también por poco era dueño de un Taco Bell. How did I do? Okay, Razor, thanks for tuning in. It is brilliant. Okay. People are talking to each other in the chat. Bouncing Blue Soul. DC is killing off the Age series of Omnis. That's just going to kill me. Don't watch Milo and Otis. That film is why they have to say no animals harmed in this movie. Ooh, I don't even want to finish that. Ooh. I know y'all haven't gotten to the topic yet, but I'm excited. Oh, I'm excited for this too. Spidey 2099 Omni. Wait, my chair is... What's going on here? Okay, I'm freezing, so I have to put my sweater back on. DD by Miller reprint Omni and Absolute Spider-Man for all seasons. All good books. I can't wait to get Spidey 2099. Okay. Also, I'm thinking of reading Immortal Hulk, but would you both recommend it if I'm not really a horror fan? Have you read it?
I read the first hardcover, the contents of that, and I never felt like it was a horror book. So,
yeah, I kind of agree with that. They called it a horror book. I thought it was great, and I loved it. And I have all 5 hardcovers now, plus the extra trades that aren't collected in the Omni or the hardcovers. So I haven't seen Immortal Hulk get unboxed yet, but I loved it and I highly recommend it. But I'm with Kristen. I didn't see the horror element in it, but it was an awesome read. Seconded, I absolutely love King Supergirl. If 3 Jokers gets an absolute, Supergirl Woman of Tomorrow definitely should get one. Bilquis Evely is a powerhouse. I agree with that. She did some work in... I don't have my Sandman Universe books out yet, but she did some work in one of those books that was really nice. Okay, Rick and Psycho Cleveland are talking. Oh, wait. Night Eaters. Yeah, thank you, Crazed Cassowary. Night Eaters is from the same team as Monsters. It was the top of my stacks of shame. I don't think those have been unboxed yet. Have you read Animosity?
I haven't. I got that for Christmas, the Omni. I do know there's animals involved in it, but I'm gonna read it at some point. But
I
haven't read it.
loved it. I haven't finished it, but what I read, I loved it. The animals become sentient and are like in charge. I loved it, but I haven't finished it yet. Hannah literally just ordered my first Taco Bell ever.
Wow.
Well, what was in your order? We have
what'd
to
you
know.
get?
I'm almost caught up. I'm only 9 minutes behind, which is pretty good for me.
Yeah.
A roguish type says, for what it's worth, I think we're talking about Hulk, Immortal Hulk. I think it's a wonderful read, even if not a horror fan. It's got a lot of interesting themes going on beyond the overall horror tone. I have not picked up on the horror tone. Yeah, I'm gonna skip your bathroom humor comment cycle. Just Mills, my editor, so always got to support very fine. I got to head out, but watch the rest later. Thanks, everyone, and good pull, Slayer.
Thank you. Thank you.
Take it easy to James Abel. Looking forward to the new gifts from this. Oh, I actually haven't read that. Okay. Ooh.
It's a bummer.
Yeah. Still on
Okay.
the Paper Girls train. Wow.
Sorry that hurt you so much. I have no feelings about it.
Milestone is fantastic, and the compendiums are an insanely good deal. And that's from somebody that read it.
That's what I've
There
heard.
you go. Spencer retcon Sins Past, at least. That's the one that Kristen and I ended that read on, and we have not gone back to it, as a matter of fact.
True.
We just have the momentum, man. That train hit the wall hard.
It did.
We haven't even picked it up again. Skipping that. Have you read Rain by Joe Hill? I have not.
I actually plan to read that soon. I know, Bar, you're not talking to me right now, so you didn't ask me. But I intend to read that soon. Zoe Thorogood does the art, and she's wonderful. So,
is that a recent release or is it older?
I don't know when it came out exactly, honestly.
I thought I had like everything by Joe Hill. I don't. Wait, Rain. No, I don't have that.
It's on Hoopla.
Okie
It's where
dokie.
I'm ready for it.
Okay. Yeah, magic, right? I'm on my game. Here's one for you from Kalel.
Have you read Night of the Living Cat manga? It's so much fun. I think you will love it if you haven't actually read that this year. I don't know when. This year. Sometime this month, I guess.
This year or last year?
This year. I read volume 1. It was one of my first reads of the year. I don't know, within the first few, I guess. And I loved it. Yeah, it's a blast. It's absolutely bonkers. And it really is just like, basically, everyone's turning into cats in the world. So if you get near a cat and all these like burly people, I wish I had it near me. I'd show you the art, because it's like, oh, these big baddies, right? And they're all like, oh, but we want to pet kitties, but we know if we pet kitties, there's like a virus, and if we touch them, we'll turn into a cat, which is a problem, you know?
Yeah.
And it's so funny and ridiculous, and it's very much into the world, but instead of zombies, it's cats. It's funny. It's really good.
That does sound funny and good. Okay, back to heroing. Okay. Christy cracked open Paper Girls and saw people on bicycles in Cleveland and instantly knew it wasn't for her.
That's not what happened. I've read it.
Addressing your potentially crazy father,
Yes.
having problems with All New Wolverine is illegal. I agree with that.
See, Bart, take all your anger at me and Paper Girls and direct it at my dad, who deserves it. Okay. Because I liked Paper Girls.
All New Wolverine is one of my top 10, 14, 19 books ever. For the one that mentioned it, I just got that would be Larry. I just got All New Wolverine Omni in the mail this week. When I read it, I will be going completely blind. Peace and love. You will love it, News Spooey. This gentleman is part of a small but vocal minority of one person.
Of one.
Yeah.
You can't listen to my dad.
No.
Come on.
Hey, it's Farhan. It's the Chinese New Year here today. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Gong Chi Fa Chai. Peace and love from Malaysia. I beg your pardon. You are not the judge. Somebody from Israel is not the judge of how I am pronouncing my Spanish. Just take it easy. Rodimus is going to be the judge. Okay, what? Now we're back on Nick Spencer's run. Angel seems to be 18 to 20 years. No. All New Wolverine. Okay. Well, do you want to address these with he's your father?
I just don't even care. Like, it's all stupid. Like, get over it. Dr. Strange is a battle axe. That's from the Doctor Strange run. You know, like, that's not...
Jason Aaron Doctor Strange.
Jason Aaron, yeah. I suspect Warren is the time travel Bendis version, but Dr. S shouldn't be. Who cares? These people are fake. Just enjoy your life. Read it and have a good time. Why do you care about a battle axe or how old someone is? Who cares? P.S. He should be Peter Parker's age. What is that age? Do we even really know? Like, does it matter? It doesn't matter. My point is, none of this matters, Dad. Just read it and have a good time. Get over it.
Oh, well, here's another thing you can address.
I also hate what they did to Doctor Strange's costume. Guess what? I don't care what any of these people wear. I don't care even a little bit. I'm trying to have a good time. I want character development. I want good dialogue. I want awesome characters like Honey Badger. Why do you care what Doctor Strange is wearing? He's not even the point of the book.
Yeah, Honey Badger.
That's how I feel.
Honey Badger rules.
Come on.
We've done a lot of shows, but that may be my top moment of the show ever. That was awesome.
Thank you.
It's already come out, but I'm excited for Ultimate Spider-Man Volume Omni. Yes, Volume 2. I have read up to 7, and I need to finish that, but I've loved everything that I've read in Ultimate Spider-Man. It's really, really, really good.
Yeah, I read a lot of that as a teenager, but I never finished it. I need to get Volume 2. I haven't gotten it yet. Did you, so I assumed you already ordered that. You already have it?
You're talking to John?
Talking to you.
Me? Oh, I actually have the oversized hardcovers that took me forever to find.
That's right.
I'm not getting rid of those.
Okay, John, I'm curious which cover you're going to get then. Let me know.
Oh, yeah. John, what cover are you going to get? And here is an excellent question from YP. I'm going to do my pain bolus while you read it out loud and answer it.
Curious how you guys balance rereading from your collection with reading new books. Also, does having a YouTube channel influence your reading habits? So rereading, I hadn't been a big rereader until, I don't know, within the past like 2 years, I want to say, where I've been revisiting some favorites. I have been like changing up my collection. I'm doing a lot right now of like reading books that I think I'll enjoy, but I don't want to keep. So I'm doing that. Then I'm making a pile of it. I'm taking that to like Second and Charles or somewhere, you know. So as far as rereading, usually it's for a show. So I guess that does influence my reading habits, right? So Jess and I, like if we're going to read something or reread Descender, for instance, that's when I'm going to reread it, right? And I'm going to reread it for the show so I can have it fresh in my brain. We can talk about it. It's the same with when we eventually do this this show over here with this one.
Oh yeah.
You know, I don't know if you'll be rereading it, but like if you were going to, that would probably be the time, right? When you need to talk about it, I would think.
I think we have like 18 episodes already planned, reading episodes.
Yeah, one day we'll do this.
Yeah, Did you write down all those episodes?
I have our ideas in a notebook
Okay,
here from
because
me.
I think
Yeah,
you need to add Descender and Ascender to that.
I'll do it right now.
Right on,
Sender
man.
and
And I will
Ascender.
answer and say, having a YouTube channel, it's the only reason I read the books I read because I end up reviewing everything I read. So I have content for my channel. And that said, I'm going to be throwing in overviews and reviews once I get things set up for that. But I feel like even though DC may or may not be phasing out their Omnis for the Silver and Bronze Age, I still feel like maybe that's sort of the niche I need to fill. And I'm going to be doing overviews of the ones I own of Silver Age and Bronze Age so people know. I would say I reread maybe 20% of my reading time. Mostly it's reading new books, unless I'm reading something like Fantastic Four by Hickman and I get halfway through it and then do something else for 2 weeks, then I got to start over and reread it because it's very complicated. And those Hickman books are not books you want to just go halfway through. Kristen is famous for not liking Avengers by Hickman, so that's why I picked Fantastic Four. But I will say Avengers is even tougher. I loved it, whereas Kristen didn't. Peace and love, I get it. But if you don't read Avengers all the way through in one go, you're going to be lost. If you go,
So true.
If you go upstairs and get yourself a drink and come back, you're going to have forgotten what you read. So,
Yeah, I will say also, not to plug my videos, but I'm going to. One
Please
of the
do.
last videos I did with my husband, Reed Chancellor, who does wonderful comic books. It's called, it's on my channel, The Comic Slayer, if you want to check it out. But it's called My Husband Ruins My TBR, which
This is
TBR
awesome.
is to be read. And during that, we hid the books from each other. And so it was a surprise reaction on air. But we picked 5 books for each other to read. And we're going to do a follow-up. It will happen. I know people are like, where is it? It's like, I got to take some time. Because I was incredibly nice. You'll see it if you watch it. With my picks, I was like, I gave the reasons for everything. I was like, I think you'll love this. This is a fast read, blah, blah, blah. And then he gives me stuff like the Eltingville Club. That's a spoiler for the video. But my face when he pulls that out.
It's a great book, though.
And that's fine. However, there's so many words. So that's the problem. That's the problem I'm having. I'm like, he gives me all of these wordy books, and I'm like, what are you? So when you're like, hey, does a YouTube channel influence my reading habits? Absolutely, because I would never have read the Eltingville Club on my own. Probably, I just wouldn't have. But I will be reading it, and I will give a follow-up video to that, and you can hear all my thoughts.
That's another one we should read together because I love that book and I love that it's too wordy for you because all they do is fight throughout the whole book about trading cards in Wonder Bread packages and stuff. It's so great.
I like Evan Dorkin's art. You know, he was a nice guy. I met him like several years ago with Reed. But I'm just like, you got to be in the right headspace for stuff like that. You know what I mean? Like, to jump into something that's going to take a long time to read. I'm not a fast reader. That's all.
Wait, you said something that made me shoot. Can you repeat what you just said? Oh no, I know. Everybody knows I generally don't watch other people's YouTube channels because I don't want to be influenced by their opinions. I want to form my own. But as soon as I saw that one on Kristen pop up, My Husband Ruins My TBR, I immediately watched that. If you watch one Comic Slayer video this year, it should be that one. It is great.
It's a fun one. It is fun. I look forward to because we're going to do a follow-up where we've read everything and we talk about how we felt and we give our thoughts and opinions. And then we're going to do another one. So I'm looking forward to what he's going to pull out for that one. And this time I may give him some more wordy stuff and then he'll have to deal with it. It's going to be great.
Yeah, give him like Chris Claremont X-Men.
Yeah.
Farhan can't wait for Do a Power Bomb in collected edition. Same here.
Me too.
Oh, and my favorite X-Men book, New X-Men by Grant Morrison. That's a good one. That's all you got? A taco?
Are you even allowed to go to Taco Bell and only get a taco?
I've never heard of a person getting one thing at Taco Bell. You always get at least 3 and a drink.
Yeah.
Wow. And
surprising.
what kind of taco? I need to know more about this taco. What did you have?
It wasn't plain,
chicken,
right?
steak?
Like, did you get a sauce with it? Like,
Yeah. Hot
did you
sauce?
choose a sauce?
Fire sauce?
Yeah, what's your sauce preference, Jess?
I like fire sauce. Or whatever the hottest sauce possible is. That's what I like.
Okay, I'm just a mild girl. I like a mild, but it's wonderful. And hey, there's like no carbs in that, so you can still have the sauce. Just put your sauce on your we'll put it on your meats or something, you know.
If I get out of today without going to Taco Bell, it's going to be a miracle. Oh, Bilkis Evely worked with Cy Spurrier on The Dreaming. Okay, thank you. I'm in Scotland, though. I have no idea what I've ordered.
Oh.
Well, this is the show for us to tell you what you should be ordering. Finished Superman Birthright Deluxe Edition, and I love Mark Waid's story. Yes, one of my all-time favorite books. Besides All Seasons and All-Star Super, what other Superman stories are worth a read? Kristen doesn't know the answer.
I actually do.
Well, give your answer. It's a good answer.
Superman Smashes the Klan.
Superman Smashes the Klan is awesome.
And if we can count Super Sons, I also love that.
Well, okay. Yeah, we can count Super Sons. Because Super Sons is great. Superman's Secret Identity is a fantastic book. Let's see. Superman Birthright. Shoot, I don't think I have my Superman books. They didn't get unearthed. Because there's another one. Oh, Superman's Secret Origin by Jeff Johns and Gary Frank is also awesome. But definitely read Secret Identity, because it's weird that, and I know people say this, that the 3 of the best Superman books are retellings of his origin, but Birthright, Secret Identity, and Secret Origins are top 3 Superman books for me, along with All-Star and Superman for All Seasons. Mortal Hulk has some body horror stuff with pieces in jars and stuff. Well, as long as they're human, we're okay with that. As long as, humans, fine. And I sort of everybody agrees with Larry on this. The Igor Corddry art in Morrison X-Men is rough. And Rodimus, how did I do on my pronunciation of Espanol? Barr thinks I was talking Mandarin, which is insulting. I've heard Philip Kennedy Johnson's Action Comics is good. And Rick Ray has good taste, so I'm good to know that it's good to know you like it. Fabrice loves Hulk. Now we're done. We're done with a Bar. You've got to get off Paper Girls. Get back to do a power bomb or something. Joey Thorogood is amazing.
Also, here's the thing. I still really enjoyed Paper Girls. I don't understand the problem. I didn't burn it. If I burned it, be offended, but I didn't.
Rick Ray, of the mainstream books, I'm really looking forward to the Sandman Mystery Theater Compendium and the Avengers Kree Skrull War Gallery Edition. If I had a free hand, I think I could pull Avengers Kree Skrull War. But I've only got one hand. Oh, I'm all done with my bolus. So fine. Kristen, Bar, you can see Kristen's hardcover featured in my Paper Girls review video. And that is Larry's Library, who I can't encourage anybody to go to because he doesn't like All New Wolverine, right?
No, but if you want to go subscribe to me, you can do that. Yeah,
and below in the description are all of Kristen's links: Instagram, YouTube, and Reed's store. I think that's it, right? They're all in there. Yeah. So today is not a day for Larry's Library. It's more of a day for the Comic Slayer because
thank you.
This opinion on All New Wolverine just cannot stand. That is absurd.
It's unacceptable.
Unacceptable. Hey, there's Lionheart. What up, buddy? The unboxing is going well. I'm going to do a video tomorrow. I'll try and do it between football games. I think the games are at 1 and 4 tomorrow, although I don't know how much of my audience even cares about football. But I'm going to do a special more unboxing and get people's opinions on how to order and organize my shelves, because I still haven't quite gotten there yet on how to reorder them. And here's one of the problems. I will show you. I agree with the idea that things should be according to format. Like all Omnis should be together, all OHCs should be together. But then what am I going to do with, let me take your comment off so people can see it. What am I going to do with Paul Dini's run, which I got hardcover, paperback, hardcover. I know these aren't in order. And one of them's Tony Daniel, Battle for the Cow. But I mean, they will get reordered into their order, but I couldn't find, these were hard to find, and I could only find them in the format I found them. So I think that for the most part, it's going to be format, but in some cases, there's going to be an exception to the rule, which I know will drive people crazy, and I'm kind of happy about that because I want to drive my viewers crazy. I literally want to see them like on the street in a straitjacket. Batmanda, I'm also trying to be a little less materialistic about books, trying to use the library more and only buy books I love or by authors I know and trust.
Love that.
Totally agree with that. Okay, we're going to work in the topic as we're answering questions. So what's a collected edition you're looking forward to, Kristen?
I want to say probably my top one that I have to talk about that I'm most excited for this year is, of course, Junior High by Tilly Walden. That is about Tegan and Sarah. She did the art for the Tegan and Sarah book. Tegan and Sarah wrote it about their lives, and it's like my dream team, right? My favorite Tilly and comics, my favorite band. They're coming together. It's the best. And the moment I heard about it, I met Tegan and Sarah several years ago on a book tour. I'd met them before. It's no big deal. They're lovely. But we were talking comics.
Names. Man, do you drop names. Woo! You are famous.
I interviewed them once. It's fine. I've shown them my Jeff Lemire tattoo because they also love Jeff Lemire. It's a whole thing. But anyway, they told me they were making a graphic novel, and I was like, what's happening?
They? Who they?
Tegan and Sarah? Yes.
Oh, I just wanted to make sure people knew that you met them.
Yeah. And I was like, what's happening? It was just like unexpected. But then I'm like, of course it's happening, but it's finally, I'm just so excited. And then later on, I found out it was Tilly, and I was like, what's happening? Anyway, I'm stoked. I'm going to be losing my mind about it for all year, I assume.
It'd be like if Mark Waid wrote a book on Led Zeppelin for me.
How great. You need to tell him now. Tell him to do that.
Let's see. Let me see. I know there was something coming up. No, I don't want that. No, I don't want that. There's a I am looking forward to the new Immortal Iron Fist and the Immortal Weapons Omnibus. I sold that book a long time ago because, of course, I need the Dosh. And I loved it by Brubaker and Fraction. And now there's extra material in it with great art. If you only buy one Iron Fist book in your life, let it be this one. So I'm really looking forward to that. Thanks. The only all-new Wolverine I've read was that crossover issue. Oh, and the Spider-Man Omni. Looking forward to the full read. New Spooey, this has an OmniCat and OmniDog 100% guarantee you will like this. Now, there's two of us and only one of Larry. So we're right and he's wrong, right?
That's how it works, yeah.
Yeah, and this is his daughter. Her opinion carries a lot of weight. Bar, pay attention to this. Great job with the Spanish as always. Surprised how well you hit the tilde over the end. Yes, thank you. You don't. I mean, the X23 Omni is going to be great. I don't know if I'm going to get it or not. I think I have the complete collections. You don't need to wait until that. You can read All New Wolvie right now, and then just reread it again.
Yeah.
After X23, I wouldn't wait. You need
I
that
wouldn't
All New
either.
Wolvie in your life.
I agree, and I'll tell you what, it's getting harder to find. So just not to put panic out there, but when I bought it for my father for Christmas, I had to get it on Amazon and just cross my fingers that it didn't arrive damaged. Thankfully, it didn't, so we're all good. But that's the only place I could find it. So just a heads up. All our favorite retailers don't have stock, to my knowledge. Again, not to make a panic, they'll probably reprint it someday. I'm not worried about that ever. They will reprint it. But, X23 Omnibus, by the way, is on my anticipated reads or releases list. So
nice.
Thanks for the segue, Mr. Tex.
Nice. And I like to create panic, so I'm going to say you better get it before it goes out of print, because it's going out of print. Here's Craig on our side. So, Larry, your problems with All New Wolvie are with other characters who show up for an issue or two.
That's what I'm saying. Why are we worried about it?
You'll enjoy the rest of it, hopefully. Oh, Larry.
Here's the thing. I don't know that I know of anyone's age in most comics, just saying, unless they're very young.
Yeah. I mean, Peter Parker's been all kinds of ages.
That's what I'm saying.
He's not a teenager. Is he still a teenager living with Aunt May in the current run?
I would think not.
I mean, wasn't there Parker Industries at one point where he was some scientist guy? I'll let you read that because that's funny.
Krista going off on her father for not liking All New Wolverine wasn't on my 23 bingo. Is it going off? I just relax and enjoy the ride. I don't understand. That's all.
Good job, Bard. That is funny. Okay, I'm gonna skip Larry. I'm not into that anymore. Hey, Jess, I know it's not your favorite Superman origin story, but remind me, where does Superman for All Seasons rank in your favorite Superman origins? I liked it okay. I don't think it's the strongest work that wait, who was it that wrote that? Some guy. I can't think of who wrote it.
It's always some guy, right?
Some guy, yeah. If it's your favorite, I think that's great. It's for some reason I felt like it. I need to read it again, and it's one of those books that I need to read again. Maybe I'm wrong about it. Joe Cool. Jesse, you've moved already. Oh, yeah, dude. We moved January 3rd. And if you tune in tomorrow, I'll at some time, probably 3 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, I'll give an updated tour, and I will also take more opinions on how I should organize my books. Gonna get It's Lonely at the Center of the Earth by Zoe Thorogood. Oh, and Ducks by Kate Beaton. I've been reading a lot about that. Have you read that?
I haven't. Kyle actually gave me that to read, and I haven't read it.
Well, are you sure it was Tegan and Sarah that gave
No, that was Kyle Starks gave that to me. I plan to read it sometime soon. I'll read the rest. I'm sure Kristen knows everything about those titles, not to mention The Opinion Blindness of Billy Scott. That was one of my favorite reads of last year. I loved it. I recently finished It's Lonely at the Center of the Earth by Zoe. I'm calling it now. I read that in January. This is January. That book will 100% be on my best books of 2023 list at the end of the year. I'm calling it right now. It was
That's a big statement. I better get it.
Amazing. I read on Hoopla, so go buy it if you want, but it's also on Hoopla. I'm hoping at some point a special, some sort of edition comes out. I know it's just it's a trade, but I'm hoping. So.
Okay. I'm looking for something else that I want. Oh, there's The Many Deaths of Layla Starr Deluxe staring me in the face after I did name it my top book. Ooh, Deadpool by Kelly Thompson. That sounds interesting. Okay. I will tell you, I'm kind of trying not to upgrade, but Black Cat by Jed McKay was a fantastic read, and it's coming out in Omniform. I have it in paperbacks. I generally don't want to upgrade, but I think I'm going to have to because that Black Cat run was amazing. I'm considering upgrading the Kelly Thompson Captain Marvel because it was fantastic. So those are the two I'm considering upgrading. That I feel like Captain Marvel by Kelly Thompson come out yet?
Not to my knowledge.
Okay.
But I gotta tell you, I'm not all up to date on on when things are coming out these days.
Yeah.
I wanted to ask you about the Black Cat run though, because I saw that Omni, and I remember you liking it a lot. Do I need any prior knowledge to just jump into that?
Do you know who the Black Cat is?
Yeah, I've heard of her.
Do you know that she... Okay, here's all you need to know. She's an awesome thief, and it turns out... I don't think I'm spoiling anything. She shares with Gambit it turns out she's got a mutant power that makes her thievery. She's got thievery as a mutant power, and it's got a little Spidey in there. All you need to know is that she's I don't remember that I needed to know anything. I don't think people need to know anything going into that other than just knowing who Black Cat is, that she's had a relationship with Peter Parker in the past, and she's an awesome thief.
I think I have to get it then. That's what that means.
I think that was I'm going to list that. Well, I'm giving a spoiler here. I'm going to list that as my surprise book of 2022 because I was surprised at how much I liked it, and I loved it. It was really, really good.
Yeah, I want to support those kind of omnis too, right? Because we still don't get enough of the like female-led omnibus. There's more and more lately, which is awesome. But especially if it's a good run, I feel like
it's really good, and that's kind of why I'm I'm not on the fence. I'm kind of on the buying and upgrading side of the Kelly Thompson Captain Marvel, because Kelly Thompson has gotten jobbed out of so many great titles, and they're finally giving her... She's still continuing the Captain Marvel run. Excuse me. And I really want to support Kelly Thompson. I am a huge fan of hers. Okay, wait. I am far behind now.
That was the Ultimate Spider-Man Volume 2.
Oh,
okay.
He's getting the Carnage cover.
That's the one I was thinking of getting. So nice, John.
As far as rereading things, if you spend $50 or more in a book, it should be good enough to reread.
Yeah, but you don't always know, do you?
You don't. As a case in point, The Astonishing Wolfman or whatever by Robert Kirkman, I root beered that thing, and it was a $50 book.
It's a bummer.
Yeah, it was awful. Honestly, this is true. With Jess's reading retention, there's hardly a difference between reading and rereading. That's honestly, I know he's kind of slapping at me because we're friends and he's allowed to. But yeah, no, I don't retain my... Once a new book gets pushed into my head, everything old gets pushed out.
I gotta tell you, I'm pretty similar with that, and I think that's just from I read a lot.
I think we talked about this before.
Yeah. So
I'm getting Avengers by Hickman Volume 1 reprint in February, but I probably won't read it. Yeah, no. Do not wait. I mean, please wait to get both volumes because that has a lot of stuff, and it's high concept Hickman stuff that goes on in it. Kristen didn't care for it, as we've said, but I did. But man, you want to read it all in one sitting, or at least Volume 1 on a Saturday and Volume 2 on a Sunday. Okay, Mr. Tex and your dad are having a chat here.
Thank you,
Here's
James.
your channel, and then here's the specific episode.
Wow, James,
Isn't
you're the
Dave
best.
great?
You're wonderful.
My husband ruins my TV Red list. I got a box of things, and I ticked some boxes. This is the Taco
way to
Bell
do it.
order.
Oh, if you got a box of things, you didn't just get a taco then, so that's good.
Oh yeah, you got okay, yeah, a
Yeah,
box of
that's the way to
tacos,
go.
yeah.
You have to get a whole box.
Fire sauce, yes, fire sauce. I never had a taco. I have to go to a Mexican. Joe, are you from Canada? I feel like you might be from Canada. Are there not? Well, there don't have to be Taco Bells for you to get a real taco, obviously. That's not, I mean, if you want a real taco.
Because those aren't real tacos.
Yeah, no. Nothing is worse. I am happy to talk about Taco Bell. Nothing is worse than when you finally reward yourself with Taco Bell, and when you get home, you
so
notice
true.
you gave you the wrong sauce.
The worst.
From
That's the
experience, you need to pull in the parking lot and check your
Go through
order before
every time.
you leave.
Yep.
And you don't have to be snippy about it. Just, go in and say, I'm sorry, you gave me 2 chalupas instead of 2 gorditas and the wrong sauce. This is also great. Superman by Tomasi is awesome. I pick up bottles of I didn't even know Taco Bell had sauce out there.
I have a bottle in my fridge right now.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Specifically,
Yeah, because there are no carbs. Yeah.
Yeah, use it when making no shell taco salad.
It's the best. Yeah, it's great on a lot of things, but taco salad's perfect.
If I started a YouTube channel, Jess could watch it because I would never review anything he'd need to worry about being influenced by me, he meant to say, LMAO. Weren't you gonna send me your or was I supposed to send you my address and you were gonna send me goiter? I don't think you ever emailed me, Cycle. Oh, I think I saw American Alien somewhere. That is a fantastic book. Where is Okay, I know it's somewhere because I saw it. And it's really more about Clark Kent.
This is a new game to watch you try to pull something when you don't know where anything
I
is.
don't know where
Love it.
American Alien, where are you? I know I just saw you. Let's see here. A small hardcover. Oh, heck. Come on, where are you? Oh. Well, I'm not going to kill the show much longer. Just a second. Okay, I own it. It's great. Iku's right. Hannah agreeing with Bar. It is good. I forgot to point out I'm not looking forward to any mainstream books because I just use digital subs for basically all mainstream books. Okay.
It's fair.
Bought my best friend Stray Dogs for Christmas because we were both dog lovers. I did not know what it was. I had to phone her and tell her not to read it, and I would get her something else.
Oh, no.
Yeah. Okay. Firmly in the underground. Camp. Mr. Tech says peace and love to Gary Frank and Christopher Reeve, but his Superman needs a few more pounds of muscle. Okay. Oh, the DC app is so great. Jesse, you going to do a Gwenpool Omnibus review? Yes, I am. Unfortunately, Organic Price Books is back ordered on them, and I haven't got it yet. Isn't that ironic? The guy that wanted... Oh,
Does this count as a great pull?
What?
That's pretty fast. It was right beside me.
Oh my gosh.
Bar, does this count? Am I good now? Do you like me again?
Man, I don't even have it, and I'm the one that helped create it.
I mean, it doesn't have the best spine, let me tell you.
No,
but
it doesn't have the Kristen idea spine that was so fun. But yeah, Bar, I am, but I haven't got it yet. You'd think I'd be the first person to get it, but I'll get it soon. Superman by Tomasi, Man of Steel by Byrne, Superman 78. Up in the Sky. Oh yeah, Up in the Sky by King. Oh, Red and Blue anthology are all, yeah. Those are good recommendations, Kellel. And Superman Red and Blue is the strongest anthology DC has put out yet. I gave a review on that book. If you want to go to my library, I'm sure James can find my review of Superman Red and Blue. James, the clock is ticking. It's 2:47. I'll find out when you. I'm only 20 minutes behind. I love that anthology. So Daniel Warren Johnson's story literally made me cry. It was so beautiful. Oh, now it's our fault.
I'll read it. Seeds, who were supposed to encourage me to get through All Over and to finish it by helping me with these problems. See, but are they problems?
Are they problems?
That's what I'm not. How are we supposed to help you with something that's not a problem?
Yeah,
like, I don't know.
Aren't really problems. That's
like, I don't understand.
yeah. Since Kristen's already gone at you, I'll just pile on that those are super nitpicky things.
I mean, incredibly nitpicky. Here's the deal. And it's also not like Tom Taylor like made these up, right? These runs were happening independent of this book, and then these characters are as they do, right? The problem my dad has is he like doesn't read anything modern because he'll have these problems. He does read some modern stuff, but like as far as the Marvel runs and stuff, not so many. And I think it's absolutely silly.
Oh, okay, good. Thank you, New Spooey. So I'll try and do my show like 1:00 tomorrow then, in case I run into some people, or it depends. If I don't wake up feeling well, it's going to be at 3 p.m. It'll be tomorrow. Just I'll put it up 2 hours beforehand so people will get a notification. Atit, Jess, you should keep the Omnis and OHCs together too. Yes, I am going to keep the Omnis together and the OHCs.
But not like together.
No,
like,
it's going to be Omnis.
You're going to mix them together. Yeah.
Ew,
that's what I do. Here are the Omnis, these OHCs down here.
Mm-hmm. And then, yeah, that's what I'm going to do. Okay. Tune in tomorrow and I'll let you organize my collection. Good question. Actually, I have a question about this. When will you set up your Harley Quinn section? As soon as it gets unboxed. I've unboxed. I haven't found the Omnis. I've just not uncovered a few of the hardcovers. But is it? I want to organize all my Harleys together. I may even mix in the Omnis starting out, and I don't know. I kind of want to keep all my Harleys together. But is it? I'll solicit opinions on this. I have an awful lot of Harley statues and figures, but I like them sort of mixed in with other stuff. I don't feel like I should have a dedicated Harley shelf, although I've already started putting together a dedicated Harley shelf. Okay, I answered my own question. I'm gonna have a small Harley shelf and then sprinkle her throughout other stuff.
Yeah, if you had them all together, it would be a shrine.
Yeah.
Well, you're like, I like them sprinkled about. So it's like you either have a shrine or you just like them sprinkled about.
Maybe
and then you
I
can
could
see
have
her
both.
Everywhere. Well,
I want to have Harley everywhere I turn.
There you go. Oh, I did have a question for you and your collection. I assume you have the same amount of shelf space. Is that right?
I have a little bit. I have the space and the wifely approval for one more tall Billy.
Okay.
And the house came with actually a couple of extra bookshelves.
Like some built-in situation?
No, they just left it because they didn't want it.
Oh, that's nice. Well, I guess my question for that is, are you planning to double stack still? Or are you going to try to not double stack?
I'm going to have to double stack in my Kallax.
Because you have to, okay.
Yeah. And the Kallax that this studio is built on is going to be double stacked too. But it's also out in the middle, so you can see both sides. Yeah, I am gonna have to double stack. or I won't have enough room. Oh, going back to the Tilly Walden book.
Very exciting. Oh, speaking of, I'll just throw it in.
Okay.
Clementine book 2 is also on my anticipated releases. So excited for that. Jess, you got to read the first one.
I know. Oh, there's one I'm going to upgrade to. Savage Avengers. Savage Avengers is really fun with Venom and Conan in it and Punisher. It's really good. I'm going to upgrade my trades to that. Kal-El, the only reason I'm not going to do that is because it's only the Paul Dini stories that are in the Bat Omni, and to read it continuously, you need to have some of the odd authors that were sprinkled throughout his run to get it in a continuous read. So I'm not going to get the Omni just because it left out the stories that help flesh out that run. Did I make sense with that?
Yeah.
Did you understood me close enough?
Yeah.
I see that Amazon has a new listing for Batgirl Year 1 trade paperback reprint coming in the fall. The Condiment King will live again. Eric Carter. Omni. I've watched your videos for quite a while, and this is the first time I caught you live. I have quite many more Omnis and Absolutes than I did before. I found your vids, so my wife blames you. Yes. Tell Mrs. Carter peace and love, but that's my job. Crazy Cat's cool. Okay, here is a question for you.
What is the book on the SX shelf with all the heads? Oh, you mean the Muppet Babies omnibus that everybody likes to make fun of? I have that. Is it still shrinked? Absolutely. Did I get it from Ollie's for $9? Yes, I did. So
$9. You can't say no to that.
I had to get it. So it is pretty cool spine, though. I like what they did.
Yeah, if only they had done something creative like that with Gwen.
Right? They have the ability. I don't know what the deal is, but I also I hate this Muppets green spine. Like, who thought that was a good idea? What are we doing with this?
I have that book too.
And aren't you annoyed by that spine?
Well, and then
$9 from Ollie's.
Oh, good. Mr. Tex has been FOMO'd. Yay! I'm looking forward to the Murky World Library edition from Dark Horse collection of Richard Corbin stories, and I hope they will make more of them in the future. Nice. Here's Bob's. How you doing, Bob's? Hi, OmniDog and OmniCat.
Hey.
Additional all-new Wolvie Omnis recently returned to a certain website that often has trade paperbacks that are in stock. How many copies they may have left? Oh, Jeff Loeb wrote Superman for All Seasons, right. I need to reread that before I give a definitive opinion because it's been so long since I've read it. I feel like Jess has no more excuse to slow down the hoarding of books now that he has moved. My wife is in earshot right now, getting something from down here. So hoarding is a proper term because bye, honey. You look.
I'm just listening to your answer.
Yeah, no, I totally. I feel like I'm 2 items away from hoarding, being a hoarder. So I've been trying. I am going to, once I get everything unboxed, I'm going to sell a bunch of things, including like records, action figures, statues, sideshow statues. I'm going to sell a bunch of things. Although let me say that Hayden, our buddy Hayden in Scotland, said something so funny to me in a private text. I told him I was 2 items away from being a hoarder, and he said, "No, you kicked Omar. You kicked Omar out of your house, so you definitely didn't hang on to that. So you're not a hoarder." Hey, there's Chris Brogan. How's it going, buddy? must head off in a few moments, so have a great weekend. Thank you for tuning in, New Spooey. Bye. Ducks is very good. How have you Bith not read it? I've heard wonderful things about it. I really
Cycle, I own it. I just haven't opened it yet.
Yeah. Oh, you definitely need to pick up All New Wolvie.
100%. I'm absolutely going to get the Unbeatable Squirrel Girl Super Chunky Omni. That thing looks like a beast.
It looks, yeah.
It's
a
wide.
chonkster, yeah.
Yeah, I'm excited though. And you know what's annoying though? Okay, it's a good spine. Why couldn't we have done something interesting with the Gwenpool spine? They clearly have the ability. I don't know if you've seen the Squirrel Girl spine. There's like a, yeah, it looks good, right? Even though I know you hate it, but like it looks good. Like, why couldn't we have done something fun with this situation? They have the ability. I don't understand.
No, I was unhappy. Oh yeah, Kelly Thompson's Black Widow was really, really good. It's hilarious and sad how the criticism of Ducks is entirely predicted, probably, and answered already in the book. Like, obviously, these people didn't read it or are stupid. This is why I don't go on social media. I don't even know what you're talking about. All I have seen is it on.
I also don't know.
Yeah, Paste's best books of 2022 or something. I don't know what the criticism is, and I don't care. I do want to read it, but that's why I avoid social media. I don't need any people getting wacky. Oh, Joe Cool's in Germany. Okay, I apologize. Mr. Tex doesn't retain much either. I'm always behind on comments. Oh yeah, this book's supposed to be good. The Good Asian by Pornsak okay, I'm not Pisheshot. I think he's from Thailand, so I'm not sure how to pronounce his last name. Picheshote. Pishesho. No one does.
Thank you.
Death Rattle with diet suggestions. As long as you equate protein and calories in each diet, it doesn't matter if you do low carb, high fat, or high carb, low fat. It's really just calories in, calories out. And now we're going to have a discussion on diets in the chat. Okay.
Do we have to go there?
Yeah. See, that was.
Thank you, Bar.
Nice.
Be my friend again, please.
James, I love you, but this is like the worst suggestion you've ever had.
You know, but here's the thing.
No, I don't want to.
Hold on.
It.
No, I'm not telling you to.
Oh.
I just want to verbalize that I know you didn't read a lot of it. Is that right?
I read the first hardcover, and that was enough.
But you read enough. However, I think if you did have me to talk about what you didn't like about it, we would figure this out. We would go through the issues happening here. That's what I think.
Okay, I feel like if I don't agree with you, I'm going to come off looking like your dad right now.
And maybe you don't agree. And I'm not saying let's do it because it's a bad idea. But in my head, I'm like, oh, we could have a nice discussion about this, I think. But it'll never happen. We're clearly on too far sides here.
Well, maybe.
You know.
Ooh, there's Marvel Masterworks Dazzler Volume 4. I'm looking forward to that. That's the same week as Unbeatable Squirrel Girl.
Well, then, hey, I'll buy that. I'll buy Squirrel Girl. You buy the other one.
Right.
Although, I got to tell you, to keep on the Squirrel Girl topic.
Sure.
$150. I know it's a beast, but that hurts me a little bit. I know it's huge. I understand. But I've yet to buy an Omni that has an $150 price point.
Yeah.
Obviously, I won't be paying that much, but like, yikes. Like, it's going to hurt a little. It's going to hurt.
I understand what you're saying, and I'm with you. That doesn't bother me as much as $100 for like the Hawkeye Omni.
Oh
which
yeah, that's
which was
nonsense.
that
Yeah,
was an OHC if I've ever seen one. That I
Yeah.
think was more of a crime than the $150 big thick squirrel girl
right.
Omni.
And I understand the cost per page, like it makes sense.
Yeah.
I'm just like, ow, it hurts a little.
I am going to surprise you, and I have decided that this is a good idea. I'm going to get Unbeatable Squirrel Girl Omni, and I'm going to read it all, and we're going to have a show on it. I'm not even going to hoopla it. I'm not going to Marvel Unlimited it. I'm going to get this Omni because you're getting it, and then we will read it, and we'll do a review. James, I apologize. That was a good idea. I am now going to read it. Because
Thank you, James.
You can't criticize a book if you've only read a little bit of it and it turned you off. Maybe it gets better as it goes along. Maybe you start to get more into it.
You know what? I've also changed my mind. I love this idea now. Here's the thing. Which I said, if we can come together and agree. I love this idea. And I also think maybe we should be doing this on my channel.
Okay. That's fair.
Because I was like, if we could come together and have a discussion, maybe we could get to the bottom of what we're liking and what we're not liking and what is happening. Because we are often, especially with, I think of Unbeatable Squirrel Girl kind of like Gwenpool, right? I think there's like funniness, there's quirky characters. We both love this. So I'm curious where we can meet in the middle and have a real discussion about what's happening.
Okay. Fair.
Okay. I'm writing it down. James, you get credit.
James, yeah. You'll be in the chat for that, and we will mention you multiple times. Jess, I even got my Gwenpool already, and I live in Jerusalem. James, pulling up my review of Superman Red and Blue for anybody that wants to watch it. Thank you, James. That is where I reviewed the fabulous anthology of Superman Red and Blue. Thank you. I love Superman Red and Blue. I own the trade. Good. Am I showing your dad at 249? Are we done with your dad?
I don't even know what he's talking about is the thing.
I think he meant to say, is it nitpicky to be creeped out by a newer, younger character like X-23 dating Angel, who is a contemporary of Peter Parker?
Okay, how old is Angel supposed to be?
I think the newer Angel was from the young X-Men. They were like 18. Oh. Well, how old is... What are we... Now I'm thinking like your dad. How old's X-23? I don't care how old X-23 is or Angel.
Well, that's why I'm confused. Are they not both supposed to be like their early 20s?
I feel like they are.
That's why I'm like, what is he talking about?
I think
I don't
Peter
understand.
Parker's older in that...
I thought
that little circle of time when they put out All New Wolvie.
Yeah, you've got to like step back from like what I don't know, because like you said, Peter Parker's been like every age in the book. Literally.
Nothing's wrong with a Harley shrine. Thank you, Bar.
Oh, I didn't say there was. I'm just like, here are your options. You create a
no.
whole shrine or like you scatter it about, right?
Right. I FOMO pre-ordered Savage Avengers. Marvel lost Conan rights, so I didn't want to miss out on the Omni. Plus, it's really a fun read. I really, really like Savage Avengers. Okay, I don't want to talk about Angel's age anymore. Thanks, the spine is cool though. Doubling up books on your shelves just seem wrong to me. Okay, you don't have to do it.
Sometimes you have to. If you don't have the space.
I have to.
I also have done it, and I kind of hate it myself because I forget about things behind them. But
yeah. When Kristen showed me that spine, it does say Disney at the top, which I hadn't noticed before.
Yeah, it's super weird, right?
That's the green one.
Disney Comics Omnibus, yeah.
Yeah, I don't think I had picked up on that before.
Yeah, I would assume it is the only one. I mean, it says Marvel's on the back, like it is Marvel. It's strange.
Yeah.
Also a good spine, though. I mean, this part's not good, but the green isn't good.
I can't picture now just putting books up on his shelf in front of the current rows of books and that they are just back there staring at him in horror, like Fortunato being bricked up in the cellar. Nice Edgar Allan Poe poll. Also, Omni, I have the Secret Lab Evo Titan Dark Knight. It's the newest version. Oh, it's the newest version of the chair you're sitting in. I work from home and it's amazing to work and read in. Nice. Oh, here's my friend. Sell. Music to my ears, Jess. That's right. He's my mentor on organizing my life. Just thinking of the hoarding shows where they come in and throw away the hoarder stuff and how, oh God, throwing my stuff out. It's hard enough to sell it. I can't imagine just throwing stuff. We did throw a lot of stuff out before it got packed. And my wife and I would give up in the middle of the argument. She was like, we don't need this. And I'm like, we so need this. And she's like, we have 2 of these. And I'm like, but that version. And I'm like, okay, just don't, I'm not watching. Just do what you want. And that was just everything. Oh, I disagree. The Gwenpool spine thing is not nitpicky.
Yeah, this is a special circumstance, Sasmar.
Yeah.
It just spines it. I mean, that's stupid and annoying. It's on my shelf. I don't really care that much. I just don't understand it. However, the Gwenpool one, the spine itself, I'm glad they took the logo. I'm glad there's an image here, of course. But you may have missed the lore in the OmniDog and OmniCat history, where I had such an amazing idea for the spine before it was ever a thought in Marvel's mind to put out this omnibus. So the fact that they didn't go with it is a bummer. That's the nitpickiness.
And I told Very Fine about it multiple times. Kristen has a great idea for the spine. It's little Gwenpools climbing up different letters of the spine and sitting on the top G
and like pulling it down the spine,
doing all kinds of fun things on the spine. This was not nitpicky. This was a really great idea to make it more appealing.
Well, plus her whole point is she knows she's in a comic book. Why would she not know she's on a spine? Right? So the whole point was she'd be pulling the font and like having fun with the spine and acknowledging that there's like a spine, you know? Yeah. I would have even liked to see, I didn't even mention this, but like she could like be up here in this actual part, maybe even saying something like, yo, look at this, or like make it say Gwen Omnibus. That's what it should have said. She could have spray paint up here and like have, you know, there's so much you could have done, because the whole point again is that this is a fun, different character. Right. She's in a comic book. Mm-hmm. None of that was depicted. Got nothing.
No.
It's a bummer. It's just a boring spine for a fun character.
Yeah.
Missed
100%,
opportunity.
100% agree. Oh, I could not agree more. I'm looking, let's see. Oh, World of Black Hammer Library Edition Volume 5 is coming out. And then I saw, which I am looking forward to. Mm-hmm. And then there was an earlier one about Colonel Weird and Dr. Andromeda or something. Wait, what was that? That's way back here. Colonel Weird and Little Andromeda from the World of Black Hammer. That's going to be a library edition. And that's in February. I'm looking forward to that because I have fortunately stopped buying anything related to that world. I'm now able to get them in oversized condition without having to sell my trades.
Which another one, speaking of, Snow Angels Library Edition. Yeah. Which if you've seen the images of, I'm so excited for it. There's black gilded edges. That's beautiful.
Yeah. I never thought picking up those trades that was the book that they would upgrade. And I think it's not, I'm now feeling like Lemire upgrades everything.
It does seem to be that way. Every Lemire book.
Yeah. So I'm pretty sure I'm not going to buy anything Lemire anymore until it comes out in library edition. Nothing wrong with that, but I'm just not. I just
Sure.
can't keep upgrading.
Which, speaking of, the next Bone Orchard Mythos book is also going to be coming out. Those are little standard hardcovers. They're quite thin. I got the first one. I'll probably keep getting them, but I imagine once they're all out, which is going to take some time, I would hope they're going to just do a nice big chunk of something with that. That'd be nice.
Yeah, I don't. I feel like I'd be okay with just the hardcovers of those.
They're cute little guys.
Yeah. if I can keep up with the story, that wouldn't bother me that much. 20 minutes. Actually, dude, I'm only 12 minutes behind right now. At least Jess is a clean hoarder, not a dirty one. Ew.
Yeah.
Oh, Crash Line. Yes. Madman Library volumes and all those Remender reprints. Especially after I went on the air and said, everybody buy 7 to Eternity. It's not getting reprinted according to Remender. And then like 2 days later, all those books are getting reprinted, including 7 to Eternity, which is a great book and everybody should get it. Sasmerv. Okay, was going to pass on All New Wolvie, but you've convinced me. So just place an order at not Amazon that is in stock.
Love that.
Awesome.
I'm glad they have stock now too.
I am too, because you need to read that book. It's
100%.
Tom Taylor, humorous, funny, epic, dramatic, wonderfully interesting. I'm running out of words. It's the best. Squirrel Girl Therapy session.
Ooh, we'll call it that. I
Yeah,
love that title.
that's a great
I'm writing
title.
that down.
Thanks, that, Amanda. You should write that down because that's what we'll call it. I'm looking forward to the Great British Bump Off by John Allison, one of your favorite writers.
You know, I'm so stoked for anything John Allison.
Yeah. Either of you have a book that you regret not buying? Yeah, but I ended up buying it. It ended up not being too late. I regretted not getting Witchfinder in oversized format, so I ended up buying it, and I'll sell the trades.
I know there's things that I end up looking for that have not been reprinted, but it's not coming to my head right now. Usually it's like smaller books that like just don't get reprints, or like I'm like, oh, I should have gotten that when it came out.
Yeah.
There's a few of those, but
yeah, I understand. IQ. Yeah.
Super sucks. I know.
This is how I feel about the Young Avengers omnibus. It's way too short to be an Omni. That thing's a deluxe edition. But I feel like actually I can pull.
Oh, you can pull it. You can pull it. You can pull it. He's not looking, y'all. He doesn't know. I've already got it.
You already
He doesn't
pulled
know.
it.
I've already.
What's the price on that though?
Well, this is the first printing. It was $50. I don't know if that changed with the reprint. Of course, I didn't pay $50. I think I paid like 20 something. So
I think isn't that the really cool? That's the really cool cover too, right?
The Brian Lee O'Malley variant.
Yeah,
which I adore.
Which I didn't get.
It's fantastic.
I didn't know to get it.
You're right. It's the size of a deluxe hardcover. However, I love these little omnis because it makes me feel accomplished. You know, I'm just like I can sit and I'm like, I read this whole omni. Look at me. Like I feel good about myself.
Jessica, thank you. I, like Jess, struggled to get into Squirrel Girl while loving Gwenpool, so I'll be curious if he pushes through. Oh, I'll push through. If I buy that book, I'm pushing. What's
great is I haven't even read the whole thing, so maybe I'll end up hating it.
That'd be so funny.
I've read some of it. I have not read the whole thing.
Oh my gosh, that's going to be a great twist.
Plot twist.
I didn't like the little I read of Killer Be Killed. I was willing to get the reprint, pre-ordered it, then I found out it got canceled. I liked Killer Be Killed. But I don't know when that gets reprinted. I know that there was some fake reprint announced or something that Ed Brubaker didn't even know about. But I I liked it. I hope he can give it another chance, maybe in the trades or on Hoopla or something. Some recent OHCs are getting some ridiculous prices, especially for some DC deluxe editions and the Hickman era OH. Oh, are those OHCs for those X-Men books already out of print and commanding high prices? I didn't know that. Oh, here's one I'm looking forward to: the Department of Truth and Coda Deluxes. Coda's a great size Spurrier book, plus the Brubaker Phillips collab Night Fever. Also Friday, I think, should be coming out.
The second volume, I think, already came out. Are they putting those together? Is it more than the two?
As soon as I buy them, they are.
Well, I read the first one from the library like a year or two ago, and it was I really, really liked it. So I'm gonna have to read.
I bet I could read that on Hoopla.
It's on Hoopla, yeah.
Like I read That Texas Blood, another great series. I love that series. I love Kill or Be Killed Deluxe Edition. Read it when sitting. Sex the reprint is coming out. Hopefully it comes out soon. And your dad's done too. Whatever. Gives us a dismissive whatever.
Yeah, it's a little rude, Dad, but all right. Like, we're just like, hey, enjoy the book.
Hayden, we were talking about you earlier. Oh, he's been reading the Young Avengers on me. We were talking about how you didn't think I was a hoarder because I got rid of Omar. Yeah, there you go. So now you get it, right?
Thank you. I'm glad you get it.
Orgashype, you'll have to let me know if you sell those Sideshow Spidey statues. Are all of those based on J. Scott Campbell? They are. They are all based on J. Scott Campbell, J. Scott Campbell's wife, which is who he bases all his girls on. That his wife is his model. Uh-oh, I already have dibs on Justice Gwen Stacy and MJ statues. I forgot about that. Yeah, Saz Murph has been on me for quite a while about those. All those Marvel spines are basic and boring AF. Kristen should work as a design. Yeah, her spine design ideas are epic.
I would be so good at that. I'm just saying. Like, at least be the idea person. They can design it. I'll be the idea person. Like that Ant-Man complete collection. Do more of that, Marvel. You remember that?
Who was the Ant-Man in that one?
I'm like, I know it's near me. Here we go.
Oh, pull skills.
Little ants.
Oh yeah.
It's not focusing well, but just little ants all over the spine.
Right.
Just a little light touch, and I'm like, that's what I need. And this is like just a complete collection, you know? It's just a little trade with little ants. Come on.
That's right.
Oh, and they're at the very bottom too. Just a little touch.
Makes it
that special. Makes it so much better. I'm like, how great is that? It doesn't take much.
Let's see. 8 minutes ago, we lost Bar.
Oh no.
Sorry you had to go, but it's been great. Great to have you here as always. Seen some YouTubers who make or let make custom dust jackets. Would you do that for the Gwenpool Omni? That's not a bad idea.
I feel, you know what? Maybe this is the one I may have to. You know, I may
and put your design into fruition. Let the world see how great of a design designer you are.
Yeah, and then just be like, look at what y'all missed. You got this boring thing. Look at what you missed. I would also like to redesign this cover where the water goes through the whole thing. Why are we... I'm just going to drop this thing on air.
Or even the top was pink, like it was originally solicited.
Right? Like, I don't understand. Yeah, but I chose this one because I like the spine a little bit more than the other one, because they are doing different spines per variant, which I like the idea. But like, you know, you already know.
Yeah. Justin Kristen, what are your thoughts on different color shelves for your collection? Oh, I did hear from somebody that does do that, like black or brown, or how come you guys just I see, different color shelves. How come you guys decided on white shelves? I like white shelves because it makes the...
Are you going to say room look bigger?
I like white shelves because I think that it makes the spine pop while it's on your shelves.
I think it absolutely does that, but it also generally makes a room look bigger when you don't have darkness all around you.
Mm.
And I have, the calyx here and to the left of me, and there's one over there. So it's truly aligning my walls at this point. All of these walls are like bookshelves. So if they were all dark, I'd feel like it would feel like the room's smaller. It's already a small room. I do have 2 brown, tall, like regular bookshelves over here, though. Those were decided because I didn't buy them and they were given to me by my grandpa. So, didn't have much of a decision there. I have a little white one between that, and then I have one over here that's gray, and there's really no reason for that. I just thought it looked cool. So,
I just like the way I just like the way white looked. So the majority of it is white. The bookshelves they left behind, one is a super tall brown one, and they left a black one. It's like a 1x5 Kallax that's black that I'll show you tomorrow, Sunday. And then there's a couple brown ones that we decided to keep that were in the storage part of the basement, just so we didn't have to drop the dosh yet, because we haven't sold the house yet. It hasn't gone on the market yet. So it's a bit of a mishmash in the other room. But I just like the way white looked. I don't really have a reason. It just looked better to me. My books for this year: Spider-Man versus Venom, need maximum carnage and oversized art in my life. Aaron Thor Volume 2, reprint of Fear Agent. Good choices. Yeah, and you guys can tell us what your choices are, like Rodimus just did, of what you're looking forward to. Let me see what else I'm looking forward to. Whoops, I went back to, Savage Avengers I talked about. There's Unbeatable Squirrel Girl. No, I'm not interested in that. Not interested in that. I want to read 8 Billion Genies, the Charles Soule book. It's supposed to be really good. That comes out in April. It's a deluxe edition. So I'm looking forward to that. And I've been hearing a lot about this Starhenge book. Starhenge book 1, The Dragon and the Boar. Who is that by? Let's see. Oh, Amazon, you're worthless. I shouldn't have clicked on that. Organic Price Books. Let's see what they say. I'm doing these comic releases links and they're not popping up anywhere for Starhenge. Okay. 3 in a row, you're out. I don't know. I don't know what Starhenge is, but people have been talking about it and it sounds really good. Jurassic League, I want to get. I'm not generally a dinosaur fan, but this sounds super fun. Oh, and there's the Department of Truth Complete Conspiracy Deluxe, Volume 1. I am way into that. And Legends of the DC Universe, Carmine Infantino, my favorite artist. That's also in April. I am looking forward to.
I have to mention one book that's currently coming out in singles. The first one actually comes out February 1st. And I know it's not the singles audience, but it's Dark Horse. Hopefully the collected edition will be later in the year. But it's Where Monsters Lie, written by my buddy Kyle Starks. But let me just tell you what it's about, right? I brought up the description so I can accurately
Who's the
tell
writer again?
That's Kyle Starks. You may know him from Sex Castle or Kill Them All. Or, if you like the Rick and Morty books, he wrote a lot of those, other things. Of course, Rock Candy Mountain, which we both adored, right?
Which I loved.
Great. So here's the description. Haven't you always wondered what slasher movie... So, wow, already messed up. What slasher monsters? The masked home invasion family, the mindless unkillable monster, the serial killer trapped in a doll. What they do for those couple of years in between their murder sprees. Though they're at Worm... I can't. Well, the way this is like previews has weird dashes between everything, and there's no
Oh.
spaces, so I'm having trouble. I'm sorry. They're at Wilmhurst, a gated community in the middle of nowhere, where they relax or try to until they get the call to go out and kill again.
Oh my gosh, that sounds so awesome.
So it's these like serial killers and monsters at a like essentially retirement community, kind of, right?
That sounds so
A gated
great.
community, not a retirement community, gated community. But it's gonna be great. It's gonna be
Well,
great. So just check
I
it
know
out.
I know you talk to Kyle every day, so make sure you text him and tell him that I think it sounds awesome.
I'll totally do that.
Yay. Oh, and we're still on the spine. Then at the very bottom of the spine, instead of an image from the book, it's a what?
That's messed up, Hayden.
That is way messed up. Hayden, what the heck? Oh, here's T-Lar Bloom. I received a personal invite to be here, so here I am. He's in a chat with Max and myself, and I didn't know that. I thought it was just Max texting me, and I said, "Hey, I have a stream. You should be tuning in." And Max goes, "Okay," and I go, "Oh, not you, Tyler. I didn't know you were in there." T-Lar, we have been trying to connect with each other all week. So I'm going to call you as soon as I get off of this show, and you better answer, you jerk. In the Free Comic Book Day Bone Orchard Prelude, there's an afterword by Lemire where he says they will eventually be collected in a unified hardcover library. Thank you for that.
Perfect.
Does anyone know if Tom Taylor's working on anything besides Dark Knights and Deceased? He's doing Superman, Son of Kal-El. What else is Tom Taylor doing? I feel like, well, he finished Dark Ages. That came out in trade from Marvel. I feel like he's got another book. Obviously, I'm not coming up with it, so the chat will probably come up with it. What else is Tom Taylor, the best writer in comics right now besides Tilly Walden? What's he working on? Dark Knights of Steel is supposed to be amazing, and I'm just going to go ahead and read it, even though the second book isn't out yet. Oh, JT Wolf. Okay, good. Thanks for watching whenever you get a chance. Oh, yeah, Nightwing. Yes, and it is one of the best DC titles. It's hilarious. I mean, it's action-packed, but when you have a dog named Bitewing, genius.
The best.
Yeah. I am not. I tried, but Spawn just didn't do it for me. I understand why people like it because, you know, you like what you like. I'm generally not into Spawn that much.
I feel like there's an omnibus we're both going to get this year. Dr. Aphra, Volume 2.
Oh, yeah.
So
yes,
exciting.
we are. And I think Volume 1's getting reprinted.
Yeah.
And Cy Spurrier wrote a bunch of that Dr. Aphra Volume 2. Match made in heaven. Dr. Aphra, written by Cy Spurrier. Yay. Oh, yeah. Superman Space Age by Mark Russell and Mike Allred. And I'll read anything by Mark Russell. Let me add, and illustrated by Mike Allred. I completely forgot that's the main thing he's doing. Thank you. Okay. Here is Thiago Hagerson and Jess. And chat, quick question for both of you. Are we getting a room tour 2023?
Maybe.
Yes.
Yeah, I know Jess definitely is. Here's the thing. I want to curate my collection down some. But I plan to do something after that. So, and hopefully I get that done earlier this year than later this year. Hopefully.
I have a video that I'm going to put up saying goodbye to the old Batcave. And then the next day it's going to be hello to the new Batcave once everything's fixed up. And I need to find out how to put music. I think Gio can help me with this. I need to, like Instagram, it's a 6-minute goodbye video. but it's also silent. But I don't want to run it through iMovie because that drops the quality of the picture. And I didn't get this new iPhone so I could have it broadcast in 780p. I got it so it could be broadcast in 4K. So I need to figure out how to stick music in that video, or else I'll just post it silently. I'm not going to. I hate how iMovie drops all my stuff down into 780.
On a related note, I'm also planning to do probably a series of unhaul videos where
Unhaul?
unhaul. So it's books I'm getting rid of.
What a great idea. Let me write that down.
I'm going to go through them and tell you why I'm getting rid of them.
That's a
So
really good idea.
thank you. Thank you.
I know you're not a manga fan, Jess, but if I can get deluxe editions of One Punch Man, I'd pre-order them.
I agree with that.
Okay?
It's a good
Christy
time.
agrees.
Yeah.
I didn't know that fact about J. Scott Campbell and uses his wife as a model. That's a really cool fact. Except that all the female characters sort of look like his wife. Now, peace and love, she's very attractive, but they all tend to look like his wife. But, I mean, I've met J. Scott Campbell, and let me tell you, he way outkicked his coverage with that wife. Way outkicked his coverage. He's a lucky guy. So, yeah, it's really cool that she's his muse. Predictions for what is going to get an absolute in the near future. Didn't see coming some of the past few that have been announced. That's a good question. What's going to get an absolute? If Last God, now renamed the Fellspire Chronicles, doesn't get an absolute, that's close to Larry not liking All New Wolvie as far as crimes against humanity. That art screams for an absolute. So I will predict DC sees the error of their ways, even though they can't seem to get out of their own way. I think that's going to get a absolute.
Yeah, and I have no idea. But one thing I am looking forward to from DC, that's getting a deluxe edition. I'm so excited. Nice House on the Lake.
Oh, yeah. I
so excited.
Managed not to buy that, and I am looking forward to that. And I thought you were going to segue into organicpricebooks.com, where my code OmniDog gets you $2 off. And yeah, OmniDog Ship It Together would be better. OmniDog Sit, but you have to type this whole thing in for your 5% off shipping, which is big savings. Who let Tyler Blunt have internet access again? Oh, Starhenge is Liam Sharp. Okay. Starhenge is pretty unpopular from the discussion threads I was on, but I ended up liking it a lot. Liam Sharp's artwork is stunning, but the writing is a bit, grating. I seem to have jumped ahead, which is okay. Also looking forward to Snow Angel's Library Edition. Avoided reading it until I read it oversized. I think we still have to do part 2 of our Lemire read through, right?
We do. That really fell down the wayside.
Well,
maybe by the time there's a library edition I can show,
yeah, and I started packing probably right after that, and my channel went dead. So I also want to highlight this. Yeah, 7 Secrets is really interesting. I liked it a lot. Read it digitally, and it's really cool. Okay, wait, I did not catch up. The majority of shelves IKEA, they are for me. That's what I use because we're a military family, and if they get damaged in a move, it's not a huge loss and can be easily replaced.
I think the majority of the world, and by the world I mean within our audience and the people we talk to, like these because we know they hold the weight,
And they look good and they're easy to put together. I love putting these shelves together.
Yeah, they're the best, truly.
I know they're standard hardcovers, but I'm looking forward to the second volumes of Dark Knights of Steel and Task Force Z. And I'm going to do the same thing because I know as soon as I've already bought the first Dark Knights of Steel, and I bought the first Human Target by Tom King. They were both standard size hardcovers. And as soon as I buy those second ones, they're going to announce deluxes, but I don't care. And I need to get into Task Force Z. I've given in to the standard hardcover thing by DC. I'm just glad they're collecting books at this point. So if it's standard, fine. I'm fine. I'm also looking forward, this is Chris, to get the Squirrel Girl and X-23 Omni. I already read the variants, and do a Powerbomb, and I can't wait to get the trades for them. What's the variants? Do you know, Kristen?
I don't.
Chris, what's the variants, or anybody in the chat?
Maybe heard of it's the title, but I don't know.
There's a new graphic novel from the creators of Squirrel Girl coming out, Danger and Other Unknown Risks. Also a Gotham Academy chunky trade.
The variants is that Jessica Jones super group.
Oh,
so that does sound great.
Cool.
I'd seen the cover. Yeah, sorry.
What do you
yes,
mean,
and I've also heard of.
You just answered the question. Don't apologize.
Well, I kind of skipped over what you said, but Danger and Other Unknown Risk, I'm looking forward to that too. Erica Henderson and Kyle are like BFFs. So.
And do you know Erica?
I've met her once, but no, not really.
Not as well as you know Tegan and Sarah.
Well, yeah, or Kyle.
Or Kyle. Yeah. I strongly recommend Gotham Academy. A lot of fun.
It's so fun.
I think you let nope. Thank you. Peace and love. I love you, Phantom Pool. But can't remember which one was summer printed left or right. I read. There's a famous book,
Blade of the Immortal, but we both didn't love that one. So it just depends on the book.
Yeah. I don't have time or room now, and it's so hard for me, except for Junji Ito, who I seem to be able to follow. I'm able to follow. It's still a struggle, but I just don't have the time or room for manga.
Which there are two Ito books that have been announced for this year. So,
I think T-Lar did a post and run. I don't think he's still here because he's not really my friend. I most look forward to Omnis are Uncanny X-Men Volume 5. Yeah. Oh, and Captain Marvel, Genus Vell by Peter David. Oh, and Superior Spider-Man Omni. Those have been out of print. I know number 2 has been out of print almost since they let it go to print. It's been out of print forever, so that's a big deal that's getting reprinted. OmniDog's Vault Rebirth. Right. That's a good title. That's awesome. And an unhaul from Kristen means a lot. I'm excited now. Great idea.
Thank you.
You will definitely see Very Fine Conditions steal that idea. Because he combs through my videos to steal ideas. Oh, Batman White Knight Absolute. I'd love it if the whole Murphy verse got an absolute. The story's great, the art's great, everything's great in that Murphy verse. I love it. Speaking of using wives from Marvel models, James Marsters' wife at the time was the basis for a character in the Spike Into the Light OGN he wrote.
This one?
Whoa!
Just do it a pull.
What a pull! What are we talking about here?
This is Spike. He's a character from Buffy, and James Marsters, who was my all-time favorite as growing up. Loved him so much. But he played Spike in Buffy.
Did he also play Cyclops in the movies? Is that who I'm thinking of?
No, that's James Marsden. But I understand the confusion. No, different guy. But he wrote this little trade that came out from Dark Horse about Spike. I loved this. I actually didn't know that, Hayden, but I believe it because him and that wife, it was weird. Like he used to, I'll share this story. So he used to always hug fans at conventions, like never a big deal, until he was with this wife, where he would deny hugs for fans and be like, "Oh, she told me I can't hug fans."
I think you've told me this before.
And I'm like, that's weird. It's weird, right? It's weird. But anyway, he decided this.
Looks like.
Well, they're divorced now, so I don't. I'm like,
Well,
where did you sign it?
yeah,
There it is.
it was anti-hug.
There we
Bite
go.
me.
That's a nice big signature, though, right? Took up like the whole
Yeah.
page. So
What?
love
So
that.
who's? It's the wife of who? Based for a character.
James Marsters.
Yeah, but who was the character? That do we know?
I don't know. Some woman was in this, I guess. Oh, probably her.
The anti-hug.
Probably
Does that
this
look
one, I
like
guess.
her? Is she all anti-hug in
Actually,
the book?
I don't remember what she looks like, but that is who he meets in this. And I really like this story. She probably was like, you have to write a book about me. That's just my assumption. I don't know. I don't know anything about her. I do know there's a weird age difference, so I didn't love that anyway, but you know.
Oh, she was much younger?
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. But hey, good pull. Yeah.
Good pull. Yeah, it was right there. We need more Sean Murphy's art in absolute format. I would like that's a good one. Joe the Barbarian Absolute. Yeah, I've given in, IQ. Just as long as they're putting out collected editions at this point, I'm okay with. Variants, yes. Variants, Gail Simone. Okay, yeah, I want that then. Has a White Knight Absolute been solicited? I don't know. Chat, do you know anything about that? Movieverse is approaching enough content for an Omni now. That's right, Rick. Eric says, DC, you and the rest of the world has burned me too many times with the standard HCs and then releasing a deluxe shortly after. Curse of the White Knight was the last straw. Now I just read them in the app and wait for the deluxe. I'm too afraid now. I know what you mean, Eric, and you're 100% right. But with these standards and the weird, what's the word? Oh, here's Superman American Alien. It's holding up my phone. This was 2 hours ago. Okay. Holding up my microphone.
We can
Due
tell.
to the weird condition of DC's collected editions department, anything they put out in collected form, I'm just going to grab because I don't know. It sounds like it's in really weird shape. Last Solicit's got the Beyond the White Knight standard hardcover in them. And I'm caught up, Aiku. Even if it has been solicited, that doesn't mean anything with DC until it's printed and on shelves. Also
Fair.
a good point, Hayden.
I do want to address Marcelo's comment too. No hugging sounds wise. I don't disagree with that. Let me clarify. I know it's 2023 now, and okay. But this was many years ago when this was a situation. Many years ago. And that actually, I guess that doesn't matter. But I'll say, I have a photo with him when I was like 19, and we're full on hugging, right? And it made my life. So there's that. Also, David Boreanaz denied me a hug back in the day when I was 14. So like, it made me feel sad.
Maybe
and
that's
now,
the story I heard.
Yeah, and here's the thing. I don't think it was for reasons now where that would probably happen. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
maybe
COVID
I'm just
disease.
Well, or just like scared of things, you know.
Oh yeah, because you don't want your young fans to the grooming, whatever. Yeah.
Which I feel like, of course, is a bigger conversation now.
Sure.
And I absolutely understand that. It was not at the time. And again, not that that's an excuse, but at the time it broke my little heart. That's all I'm saying.
That's the most important point.
That's all I mean.
Haha, it's magic. Magic that I caught up. I think a couple of Omnis featuring New Gotham and Bruce Wayne Murder Fugitive might be popular. Those are the books that he sent me that collect. Super Laugh Hard kindly sent me New Gotham and Bruce Wayne Merger Fugitive from the UK that were put out by Eagle Moss. That was along with a bunch of other books. I haven't uncovered those in a box, although I know they're here. But I need actually, Sonny, email me your address again. I have something I'm going to send you. Something that's always bugged me when people buy Omnis of something that has 5 volumes and they buy all of them before reading. What if you start reading and don't like it, hate it? That I'm doing that with Peter David's Hulk because I've heard it was so great, but I'm guilty of that.
I mean, am I also doing it with Peter David's Hulk? Yeah. So, but here's the deal. I got these for like way cheap on that recent sale. Does that count? Does that matter? I don't know.
It's
a fair point and a fair
Yeah.
criticism, but I think we're all guilty of it. Maybe.
But yeah, it is a fair point. 5 omnis of something you haven't read. Yeah, I'm definitely
pull?
guilty. Nice with a
Had to
Hulk.
move him.
There. Yeah, and you pulled those books right away. Nice. Your superpower's still intact. A book like Mr. Miracle was first published as a complete hardcover and then as a deluxe. Now, a book like Human Target is split up into 2 standard HCs, so you never know with DC. Same with Dark Knights of Steel. I have to get those 2 in standard form. What if I wait and wait and wait for deluxe and book 1 goes out of print? That's too scary for me. Sounds like maybe it's more of a control thing from the wife is what I'm getting from Kristen.
Yeah, and that's how it felt, I guess.
I can address this. Once I buy them together, then they'll put it in a deluxe. Although that's more typical for indie books, I think, now. Although I did buy all those Savage Avengers, Black Cat, and Captain Marvel books that got omnied. But then there's a lot of thin omnis. There's series from Marvel that have not gotten... I'm sorry. There are a lot of thin trades from Marvel that I've bought and enjoyed and have not gotten omnis. So it's kind of a crapshoot. If you buy it and hate it, then you wait for it to go out of print and sell it on eBay for way over cover.
Also true. Fair.
You don't have to worry. Peter David's Hulk is awesome, especially the first 2 volumes. Nice. That's what I've heard. Better off ensuring that you get it without it going out of stock, out of print, and then you could just sell the lot. Maybe that's the thought for some people. Oh, Marcelo brings up a very good point. Jess also did that with the Marvel Cosmic Saga. Also 5 omnis. What happens? Darkhawk happened. I thought you were getting ready to pull the Cosmic Saga from your shelf.
Oh, no. Just pulling water. It's my pull.
Marcelo's absolutely right on that one. I had heard so many great things about that Marvel Cosmic Saga, and I hit the wall with Darkhawk and sold the whole thing. So that is a risk. I didn't want to sound judgmental. Omnibus is something new over here. Brazil, there's like 10 to 15 so far in total, so that was a legit doubt. Okay, I didn't know you're from Brazil. Thank you for tuning in from Brazil. I'm waiting for the moment and hope they don't screw me over. Once you have all Tom King books in deluxe, you kind of want them all in that format. That's what I thought was kind of odd, that they put out Woman of Tomorrow, Supergirl Woman of Tomorrow in trade first. I can almost guarantee that's going to get a deluxe. I am not going to upgrade that. And everybody knows that that means I am going to upgrade that. Cosmic Saga post Darkhawk is great, though. I'll never know. I'll never know. And I'm completely caught up.
Look at you.
So we'll give a 10-minute
Amazing.
warning now because we'll have been on 3 hours, which is awesome. These, I swear, making videos with you, Kristen, is so fun.
I love it too. Look at us.
I just get in the best mood and I'm so happy talking to the chat and talking to you and talking about comic books. Life does not get much better for me.
I feel the same. And you know what? If anyone hasn't told us yet, what do we need to be adding to our buy list for this year? That's what I'd like to know. Because, we need more books, Jess. I don't know if you heard.
Oh, so you're soliciting for the last 10 minutes. We want suggestions from the chat.
I think that'd be fun. Yeah.
Good.
I'm sure we're missing things,
The first Omnis I ever bought were all 3 volumes of Salmon that I'd never read. That was far from a mistake. Actually, it's it's 2 hours and 50 minutes that I finally caught up because we've been on almost 3 hours.
I also want to solicit what other things do you want Jess and I to read together and talk about for the year, as well as if you just, think of other topics for Jess and I specifically, because you all are probably better at it. I'm giving them credit. James already came up with a great idea.
Yeah.
Batmanda had a great title.
Yeah. Hopefully you wrote those down.
I did. That's how I knew who it was.
Nice. I have read, Sarah. That was one of the first wave of TKO books. Boy, it is good.
You know what? I'm going to add that to my read list for this year because I still haven't read it and it's on Hoopla now, so I really have no excuse.
Oh, it is so good.
I'm going to read it. Yeah.
I read his Vision series through Marvel Unlimited. Would love to have it in oversized hardcover. I think Vision is in oversized hardcover. Maybe it's not. I'm almost positive it is an OHC. Whoop, now I'm falling behind again. Post Annihilation Conquest, I limited my reading to just Guardians and Nova. I skipped the rest and I don't feel like I missed much. Batmanda's glad to help. Oh, there's Vision. Is that oversized hardcover? Good pull.
Thank you. It is. I was like, wait, I think that's near me.
Nice.
Yes, it is an oversized hardcover. It's a good one.
Very nice. Okay, Terry Moore's Parker Girls will probably come out with a collected edition this year. We're both big Terry Moore fans.
Yes, yes, yes.
Oh, Vision is out of print. I think it's out of print. Uh-oh.
Sorry.
Ugh. So far, Mr. Tex is enjoying American Vampire by Scott Snyder, Stephen King Volume 1. Hopefully, Volume 2 stays consistent. I think it does. I love American Vampire.
And I thought it was all right.
There you go. I think you should both read Skiz by Alan Moore. It's his very British take on E.T. How has that been published? I've never even heard of that.
I haven't either. Is there any Alan Moore stuff we have to worry about?
Yeah, is there
any, you know what I mean?
Yeah, that Alan Moore stuff, right. Oh gosh, next Imagine on. You haven't seen our Catwoman video? Ooh, pull. But wait.
We read Batwoman.
Oh,
We've not read Catwoman.
Oh, Batwoman.
Look at that pull. I think I'm getting better. It was also just sitting by me. So.
Well, that's cool.
I mean, I haven't read this. You haven't opened it. It's so chunky.
I'm happy to. That is a book that I have reread probably 4 times in single collected edition form, the way that it was. I'd be happy to read that with you on your channel and review it.
I'm writing it down.
Okie dokie. I should clarify, I'd love a reprint. Oh, okay. Yeah. Do either of you? Oh, okay. You just heard our comments on American Vampire. I dug it. Kristen did not.
Well, I didn't hate it. I thought it was fine. I was in the middle of the road. I was like, all right, that's fine.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I liked it fine.
Here's another recommendation. Dark Ride by Josh Williamson and Andre Bresson. Same team from Birthright. Another amazing book. Is really good. The first trade should be out soon. Okay.
I'll write it down.
I know there's a comic book show, but I don't think either of you've seen Avatar: The Last Airbender. I think you'd both love it. Also, they continued the series in comics. Oh, by Gene Yang and Gurihuru.
Yeah, I've heard the continuation is fun, and I have the show sitting on my shelf. I've just still never watched it. So maybe this is the year. I think I'll like it.
Oh, okay. You're new to collecting, so you're waiting on a lot of reprints. Okay, that's fair. Before this stream, I was kind of bummed out because I have to get up at 4 o'clock in the morning to go to work, but you guys made my evening. Thank you, Kal-El. I had a great time. Thanks for that. Thank you, Kal-El.
Glad to hear that.
Yeah.
Good luck at work. I've been there. It sucks.
Just did a Catwoman of East End Omnibus review. Here's the link, James.
Love them.
Nailed it. Thank you, buddy. Yep, James Abel, thank you. Yeah, I'm pretty darn sure I waxed poetic about the whole thing. Halfway through Bruised Catwoman, it's awesome. Skiz is from 2000 AD, can be read digitally or if you can't find a copy on eBay. Okay, I better write Skiz down because I'm remembering a lot of things, but I'm not going to remember Skiz.
Skiz. Again and again, is there any of that skizzy stuff
Oh, yeah.
from Alan
People
Moore?
laugh hard. Do you know
Use
what we
the title.
mean? Yeah, that's a fair question. Skiz with a question mark. Yep, it is.
Thank you.
She's
Thank you.
amazing.
I'll take that.
I also got The Witcher Volume 1 and 2 library editions for Christmas, and they are beautiful books. Can't wait to dive in and read those. I watched the first few episodes of The Witcher, and I dug it, but I'm really looking forward to whatever this prequel is with Michelle Yeoh in it. That sounds amazing. This prequel set 500, 1,000 years before The Witcher or something. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to that. Fantastic Four Full Circle. Oh, Suicide Squad Blaze. That's what I need to get. Can't wait to check those out. Yeah, Aiku. I need to get. I don't know how Suicide Squad Blaze by one of my favorite writers wasn't on my radar. Love the Airbender show, but haven't ventured in the comics yet. Missed it in OHC. Still have the singles. Awesome show as always. Thank you, Dalmaticus. Awesome show as always. Keep those shows coming. Love them and always get me in a good mood. They make us in a good mood too.
Yeah, love to hear that. Thank you.
Everybody's winning. Skiz was written in 2000 AD, was for kids. I cried the last time I read it. Make of that what you will. He's got good taste in a lot of books. Sonny does. So I think we can trust him on this one.
I wrote it down.
Oh, it's on Blood Origin. It's on next. Oh, it's already on. I didn't even know it was on. Thank you, Eric. Have you seen Wednesday yet, Kristen?
I haven't yet. It's on my list to watch, but no, I need to.
I freaking loved that show.
Yeah.
Loved
Everyone
it.
keeps telling me to watch it.
Yeah, I just loved it. One book I'm very curious to read is Game of Thrones. I didn't know they made comics too. I didn't know that either. Oh, I heard Rogues was very good. The minister read that and told me it was really good too. It's the John Constantine Hellblazer team even, not just Spurrier. Oh, it's also same artist. Cool. Oh, and bigger size black label hardcover. Okay, Sonny, thanks for tuning in. We'll talk to you later. We're getting ready to sign out ourselves now. Kristen, where can they find you on the internet?
You can find me here on YouTube at the Comic Slayer. Check that out. You know, there's My Husband Ruins My TBR. That's a good recent video you may want to check out. We'll be doing a follow-up hopefully within a month or so. And
Husband Ruins My Life.
Yeah, and the wonderful Mary M, who you may know from the chat. I've been doing weekly shows with her on my channel, live streams. Those are on Thursdays. Typically, you know, you can follow me on Instagram at the Comic Slayer, and I'll let you know when. But typically, it's at 7:30 Eastern, so PM, of course. And we do reading updates every week. So we talk about what we've been reading, what we've read since the last show, what we like to read coming up. And those have been super fun. So YouTube's weird now. You have to like click on the live tab to see any live stream. And it's not just in the videos section.
I noticed that I noticed that today.
Yeah, it's kind of really annoying as a viewer myself, but I do want to let everybody know because I have been doing weekly shows with Mary, but they're all in the live tab. So if you're interested in that, check it out. She's wonderful. And we've been having a lot of fun there. So, yeah.
Okay. Irma Vep. Oh, HBO Max before it possibly gets taken off the service. What is going on? They're taking all...
doing a lot of that?
I'm sorry?
Are they doing a lot of that?
Yeah, HBO Max took off like half of the really great Looney Tunes things and then a ton of DC animated universe stuff.
Oh yeah, all the cartoon stuff has been hit. Yeah, that sucks.
The whole reason people have HBO Max, those of us, you know, in the comics community. Yeah. Before we go, Remsko would love a show about mashed potato books.
Thank you for watching. That makes me know that he's watching. I appreciate that. Do you want me to explain mashed potato books to you? Okay.
Yeah.
Mashed potato books. It's an idea. It's from this podcast that I love. But I explained it on one of our last live streams, Mary and I, where mashed potato books is the idea that, you know, you're sitting down for dinner, right? And you have all your food on your plate, and mashed potatoes typically the best part of a meal, right? I think we can all agree. If you have mashed potatoes on your plate, you love them, right?
Yeah.
And you know, maybe you're like, oh, well, then I'm going to eat everything and then the mashed potatoes because I want to save them for last because I know I'm going to love them. I want to savor them. They're going to be the best thing on my plate. So I'm going to eat everything else and then enjoy the mashed potatoes. But sometimes you do that with your books. You're like, I know I'm going to love it. I want to wait for the right moment. And it just sits there and sits there. Maybe you're so excited when you get it and you're like, this is going to be the best. I'm going to love it. And then it sits there so long that maybe it even gets reprinted, right? Maybe it's just sat there and sat there and sat there. So eventually when you read it, it can be called your mashed potato book. You're like, I'm finally getting, and if you read your mashed potato book, it's either so wonderful and you're just like, why did I wait so long? Because sometimes it's also bad and you're like, these mashed potatoes are cold. Why did I wait so long?
Right? I was going to say, aren't your potatoes cold at the end?
Yeah. So either way, you've waited too long, right? And essentially, but it's an accomplishment because you're like, this is my mashed potato book. It's been here for like 4 years on my shelf and I finally read it. And that's an accomplishment. So I think we will absolutely have to do a mashed potato book show, Remco. Thank you for that. I'm going to write it down.
Nice. I like the concept. That's cool. And you can find me OmniDog on. Thank you, Chris. Thank you, Mr. Tex. And yes, Thiago agrees with us that the live tab is annoying. Thank you all for tuning in. As I said just a little bit earlier, this is the most fun part of my day and week when I can do live streams with Kristen and interact with the chat. So thank you so much for everybody that tuned in. You can find me, of course, on OmniDog's Vault on YouTube, and I'm going to start posting again on OmniDogs_Vault on Instagram. So thank you to Organic Price Books. Thank you to the chat. Thank you to everyone. Peace and love. Peace and love. Thank you so much for tuning in.
Have a great night.
Still one
Rock and roll! OmniDog! Hey, OmniCat! Now here's the OmniDog and OmniCat show. It's the place to sit if you'd like to know more about the books that they've read. Kristen likes Lumberjanes and Steven just likes to grow Jimmy Olsen.